landscape. Where I'm going.
I don't know. Oh, say hello, Dave.
What?
Hello.
Hello. Joe's too busy on her own phone.
Sorry, I just looked in over. Ooh.
She'll be nibbling away here and. Where are we? Have you missed like people?
A lot of
say
people
that?
just says, "Hey, Dave, you like the John Frusciante song 'Falling'?"
Yeah. Yeah. I think. I don't remember what that one goes like, but yes. Most, if it's John Frusciante, most probably. I don't know. You have to let us know what it sounds like, if it sounds any good or sounds
Nick
like...
Oswald.
Yes, Nick, yes. Hello, Nick. He said you'd be watching, although he's routing bodies, he said, so...
Hey, Dave, is there any chance you can play Red House by Jimi Hendrix?
Sorry, no. I'll immediately get blocked by the Hendrix estate. They'll go, no, you can't play Jimmy's music because we didn't allow you to. So go away and don't come back. Don't let us hear you play Jimi Hendrix's music again. Or we will come to your house and we will take the bones out of your legs. Because that's what we do.
Okay. Will you come to Northwest at all? Cheshire, Liverpool?
Been to Liverpool, but maybe one day. Fingers crossed, maybe. Maybe one day. It'd be nice. It would be nice.
Do you like Pantera by any chance?
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I used to really like them, but not so much anymore. They just fell off my radar when I stopped listening to metal.
Thanks for the recommendations for the Metallica tone for the Boss Katana. I did a gig and it sounded great.
Awesome. Happy to hear it worked. Thank you. I don't know what I said thank you. Did I say thank you? Yeah. No, thanks for letting me know. Yes, I'm not here. Ignore me. There's a rabbit around my leg.
Would you consider organising a meet-up lesson again like you planned a while ago?
I would, but it's getting enough interest and getting it in the right place to do it. It's logistically difficult, and it's finding a place where everyone can get to and right facilities and stuff like that. So yeah, I would love to do that. Fingers crossed in the future.
Do you know what's the radius of your Watt Strat Mim neck?
White Strat.
Yeah, it said what? So,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm guessing it's
Yeah, it's a vintage one. Was it 7.457.619? I don't know. It's a vintage spec. It's vintage spec, so it's very curved. It's the same as my 62, so it's the same vibe, man.
Can you sing My Name like last time?
Who is it?
Frank Blythe.
How did I say it last
I
time?
don't know, I can't remember.
I don't know how I said it. Frank Blythe.
I don't know.
I don't know how I say things.
Dave. Have been looking forward to seeing you in a live stream. Have fun.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you. Hopefully.
Right. Dave equals the nicest guitar dude on YouTube. What makes you play when you feel too lazy to do anything?
Nothing. If I can't be asked to play, I won't play. I don't really feel you should ever really force playing. Like, you know, if you want to play, play. If you don't want to play, don't play. Because invariably what will happen is you'll get angry, you'll get wound up, and you'll just get really annoyed. So it's not worth it. So if I don't want to play, I just won't play.
Are you still planning to review the newest Marshall MG100 HGFX?
Yeah, if I can get my hands on one. If I can get my hands on one, I'd like to, yeah. Because the last version of the MG, not the one I use all the time, the version after that, with the 8 dials or whatever, it's not there for me. I'd like to see if they've done anything decent with it.
Do a vertical video.
Vertical video.
Rotate device. I have rotated. I don't know.
We don't know how to do that.
No,
Phone won't
sorry. Hi Dave, do I see a Ukrainian colours in your room? What's your connection to Ukraine?
Yes, you do. My granddad. He was Ukrainian.
Hi Dave, I have a problem with my Strat. I can't set the what's that? Oh, the intonation right for both E strings. The high E saddle touches the screw and the low E saddle springs already is at the maximum low. What do I do?
The high E. What was it? Sorry, what was it again?
The high E saddle touches the screw.
Yeah.
And the low E saddle spring already is at the maximum low.
And it's still not intonated. Okay, you need to get a shorter screw then. I don't know if you'll be able to see this because live stream quality can be a bit sketcherama. But if I take the phone off you a second, Joseph. Yeah. Low E is quite, it's literally as far back as it can go without the string not being able to get through. So if that screw's too long, then you need to get a short screw or cut that off and make it shorter. I mean, just take a hacksaw to it basically, and then it should go back a bit further. High E, saddle touches the screw. I don't really understand what you mean by the high E, but the low E, I've had that a few times on different guitars where that screw is too long. On the Oswald, it's just about right. It's intonated just about right there, as you can see. But yeah, so. Yeah, but I'll say if the screws are too long, just cut them down. Just get a hacksaw and whack them off.
Guacamole.
Indeed. Let me get back up.
Okay. Any plans on doing a clinic in the USA?
I wish there was. But sadly there isn't.
Would you buy a mech Strat over a classic Vibe?
It depends, because I think Mexican Strats are on par with classic Vibe. It would depend on the guitar, because if it was a really good Mexican and it was a really not feeling it classic Vibe, I'd go for the Mexican Strat. But you can't really go wrong with any guitar if it speaks to you on a really good, on a high level. So it would, and all guitars are different, so it would vary from guitar to guitar. Really, it'd be really hard to say yes or no, just in case.
Was that question done? Yeah.
Yes.
Right. What are your thoughts on the Green Day tour rumours that are meant to be released tomorrow?
What are the rumours? I don't know.
Oh, I don't know either.
They're going to get me in a second guitarist.
Yeah. Do you like...
I can play punk!
You
Love
can.
me!
Do you like early Aerosmith?
Yes.
Can you say Ryan Clark?
Ryan Clark.
I want a rabbit. Will it chew through guitar cables?
Yes. And speaker cables.
It's only done that once.
Yes, but it will happen. Just
Uh,
keep them out of the way and just keep an eye on them.
Dave, I have not played live in 5 years and very nervous. Any advice on getting back on the stage?
Yeah, you just got to do it. There is no real kind of thing. You just breathe and just get on and do it. There is literally nothing more you can do. If you're nervous, but you should always be nervous about going on stage. I always feel that like it's a good thing. It makes you play better. It makes you more alert. You need that. You need the nerves. I think. I don't like it when you're not nervous. It feels weird. But yeah, I mean, you just have to get on there and do it. And the more you do it, the more you'll kind of get used to it again. So, you know, just get on there, just breathe, be calm. Just make sure you really know what you're doing, know your parts, and when you know what you're doing, you'll be away.
Jimi Hendrix or Paul Kossoff?
Jimi Hendrix. Sorry, Paul.
Which Strat are you playing?
This is my Oswald Strat. This is the first one that Master Nick made for me, and it's one of the best guitars I've ever played, and one of the best guitars I own. And I play it lots.
Do you ever play Bad some days?
Oh yeah. Today being one of them. And the other day, when I did the orange LDX video that I did the other day, that was just diabolical. I was not good. Yeah, but you get bad days. You get bad days, you get good days, you get mediocre days. Yeah. You get really bad days. They're never fun.
Right. Where am I? Sorry. Orange Crush 35 versus Boss Katana 50 opinions.
I was planning to do a video on that. So I was planning to do a video between the two. I was going to compare the 50 to the LDX, because the LDX is my favourite 30 at this point in time. So I was planning to do a video between the two, and also because the LDX has loads of inbuilt effects, I thought it'd be quite a fitting kind of video. So I don't know if I can give my opinion now if you want, but I am planning to do a video on that soon. It'll probably be next week or the week after. There's not enough weeks in a year.
Do you find any of the effects on the HX lacking in comparison to favourite pedals?
HX?
Yeah.
No. In all fairness, some of the effects on the HX are better. The Uni vibe on the HX is better than the Roto vibe, I think. It's just got more of that thing. It's just got that thing. Where is it? There it I don't know if you can hear that, but the Uni vibe on the HX is just infinitely stronger than the Roto vibe. I love it.
Okay. Where are we? How would you approach making a solo interesting with a really dry tone, e.g. no sustain, etc.?
Just make it really melodic and slow. No fastness, no trying to be technically proficient, no trying to be really like complicated with it. Make it simple, make it slow, and make it melodic. Californication, classic example of that. If you take that, I can't play it, can I? But if you take Californication, where John's just literally kind of like. It's just dead simple. Nothing really fast, nothing over complicated. Just pentatonics, melodic, create melodies. No, just stuff you can hum. If you're doing it, if it's simple and you got no reverb and it's just clean and dry, then go simple and melodic. And also, bridge pickups, not neck. Neck is good, but bridge pickup has a bit more of a cut, and it's quite a nicer kind of sound.
Do you have to have a high action?
Depending on the song, sorry.
Sorry.
Yes.
Do you have to have a high action
Hack!
with
How's your action?
with a 7.5 radius?
Yes, you do. Yeah, you can't get away from that. You have to have a very high action. Well, you don't have to have a very, very high action, but it's got to be in the ballpark of high. You know, your saddles have got to be basically on top, basically, on the grub screws.
Grub screws.
Grub screws, and they eat your grub screws. No, you can't, I need them in my guitar.
Do you think John and Flea have secret jam meetings? I like to think they do.
I like to think that now as well. Yes, they definitely do. Yes, I like that thought. Yes, that's definitely what they definitely do that.
Favourite Frusciante solo?
Scar Tissue, Red Square, 1999, last solo, where he does. What is it? I can't hear it. One sec. That one. I don't remember much of it. I can't hear it in my head, but that's my favourite John solo of all time. The next one down from that is I Could Have Lied at the Budokan in 1999. The last solo John does in I Could Have Lied, which is this. Bad guitar there, I can't play today.
Any recommendations for budget replacement pickups for an Epiphone Les Paul?
Wilkinson ones or the Entwistle ones. Entwistle, the ones I've got in my 59 are HV58.
Oh, sorry.
They're probably my favourite humbucker I've ever played, apart from Monty's humbuckers, but they're really expensive. Monty's guitars humbuckers are really, really good, but the other ones that are really good are the Wilkinson humbuckers you get in the Lemon Drop, and also the Alan Entwistle ones, which I'll put above the Wilkinson ones. The HV58, I think there's something like that. I can't remember exactly what they are, but they're HV something, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, people too. But they're really good. They're just really good humbuckers. They've got a lot of clarity, a lot of bite, a lot of punch. Very Les Paul-y.
Tears in Heaven or Purple Haze?
Purple Haze.
Is it Purple Haze? It is Purple. I was thinking, was it Purple Rain then? Are Laney amps okay?
They are, but I don't get on with them. They don't have the sound I like. I've played a lot of Laneys, including an original. I got lucky one day, an old hat. And I got to play an original super group or whatever they're called, the old Tony Iommi ones, and that was amazing. But they're not the sound I hear in my head, Laney. They are nice, but they're not for me. But they are great. I recommend trying them because you never know.
I don't really get this one. Do you think martial art and guitar are compatible?
Martial amp.
No, we said art, but I'm guessing it means probably means amp, doesn't it? Martial art, I'm guessing means amp,
Yeah.
but it says autocorrect in it, so.
Yeah, always compatible.
Do you think martial art or amp and do guitar are compatible?
I don't know what that means. Could you reword your question for us, please? We're having a bit of a hard time.
Frederick Tom. I think. You can't play Boatman, can you? Play Boatman.
I can't play anything.
Godspeed, Joe and Dave. All the love to you. Aww.
Very much indeed. Thank you. Appreciate that.
What are your thoughts on Anthony Kiedis'? I've never really heard you speak about it.
Anthony?
Yeah.
I love Anthony. I reckon he gets a lot of flack that he doesn't necessarily deserve. And I love him.
Greetings from Sweden, Dave.
Hello.
Are you going to read Flea's up-and-coming book?
I would like to. It looks really cool. I've been seeing it on his Instagram and stuff around, so it'd be quite cool. I think it'd be interesting.
Have you heard the montage of Heck by Kurt Cobain?
I have indeed, yes. And the film's really cool as well.
Joe, it's a question for me.
Turn the camera around, then.
No. As Dave's girlfriend, how do you handle practice time, having to hear the same thing over and over again? To be honest with you, it's not really that bad. I'm not really that bothered. Although it does annoy me when I'm watching something and Dave just picks the guitar up and starts wailing away on it. Randomly. Oh, it's worse.
Check this riff. If I watch this, don't care. Riffs are more important.
It's worse at 3 a.m. when I wake up and Dave's sat on the floor playing guitar because he thought of a really cool song.
That's only happened a few times.
One too many. Watching you play helped influence me to reconsider buying a Squire again. 'Twas a teenage nightmare and I traded a Jackson in to get a new Strat. So thanks for the vids, always informative.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you.
Hello there, beautiful people. Dave, please help me. I don't know how to set up my wah pedal into my HX effects.
Give me El Camoir and I will show you.
Don't turn it round to me though.
Look, everybody, there's Joe.
Leave me
There
alone.
she is. Okay, this is how I've got my wah pedal into my HX. It's just basically amp comes in here. Let me get around that way. So amp comes into the output, and then out of the input left, straight into the wah pedal, out of the wah pedal, into the guitar. And it works a treat.
Please. I'm
Oh,
not.
did everyone see? There was a little bit of face appeared then. They've seen you before. They know what you
Yes,
look
but
like.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready for it.
What are you doing, Penny? Get away from that Les Paul.
Okay.
Yeah, and it does work through. I wouldn't run it through effects loops. Don't run it through the effects loops. Just run it through the usual thing.
Have you read Scar Tissue, the book by?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome book. It
Have
takes me
you?
a lot of times to read a book because I'm dyslexic, so basically I have to keep rereading and rereading and rereading, and I still don't remember all of it.
Have you ever played a Friedman guitar amp? Is it Friedman?
Friedman, no, I'd love to. Do you think it was Friedman?
I nearly said Friedman.
Friedman? Have you played a Friedman amps? No, but I've had X. Well, that is. But no, I'd love to. I'd really like to play the Jerry Cantrell signature. The double J looks ace. I just love the way it looks. Jerry being one of my favourite guitars, I'd love to play that amp.
Will this break the nearly 4-hour long live stream record?
Let's find out.
Let's find out. I've asked you about the Green Day rumour, haven't I?
I don't know what the Green Day rumour is.
Tell us about the Green Day
So if
rumour.
somebody knows what the Green Day rumour is, can they tell us? Because I'm curious. Penny, you're going to get, like, wah-wah to death if you stay there.
Have you spoke about the Silver Sky or reviewed one yet?
No, I would love to try the Silver Sky because I'm curious. I, like a lot of people, was a bit weirded out by it because it didn't really make sense. And I don't think it still really makes sense to me, the whole PRS Strat. I get it, and I'm not having to go at John Mayer for what he did. And especially because Fender were being a bit meh to him as well. They kind of like, you can just use our gear kind of thing. So I can kind of imagine it was a kind of like an FU to Fender in a way. But it is a bit weird. But I would like to try one. I'd like to try a Silver Sky. I'm curious. Especially like a 63 Strat. And I'd be very interested to see what it is like.
Thoughts on John Mayer?
Love John Mayer. Well, I like Continuum John Mayer. I'm not a big fan of any stuff after Continuum or before Continuum. I've tried to like it. He's a really awesome guitarist. I love his guitar playing, but some of his cheesy pop stuff is what we desired for me.
You've answered the shanty solo and the montage of Heck one, haven't you?
What?
The questions, the montage of Heck
Montage
one
of Heck one.
and the shanty solo. Peter Frampton alive!
Ah, he is.
Which is your favourite 50s rock and roll song?
50s rock and roll song.
Would it be like
Probably be
Johnny B. Good?
not Johnny B. Good.
What in that? I love Johnny B.
I like
Good.
That'll Be the Day I Die, Buddy Holly. I don't
I
want to say
love-
it's my favourite.
I love Body Holly.
Buddy Holly. Who's he?
I don't know.
I would say I like Buddy Holly's stuff. I don't know. It's quite hard to pick. It'd be quite hard to pick. I'm not really a 50s kind of guy. I'm more like a late 60s, 70s kind of guy.
Do you actually like gravy?
Love gravy. I can't get enough gravy. Like literally, if we have a roast dinner, you can drown my tea in gravy. I love gravy. It has to be good gravy though.
But
Bad gravy.
but
I
there's
might do a
a,
T-shirt one day that says "Bad Gravy."
here's a little
Limited
fact.
edition.
I don't know if anybody else, but this is a little fun fact about Dave. If anybody wants to know,
I've
Dave.
got 6 toes.
Yes, yeah. No, Dave eats.
I am Buckethead.
Shush. Dave eats mash without gravy.
I can eat mash without gravy. Yeah, mash potato without gravy.
You're wrong. What's your opinion on cassette 4 tracks?
Cassette 4 tracks are wicked. That's what I first started out recording. I've still got mine. My uncle gave me one, and I've still got all these tapes that I recorded on when I first started playing guitar, and I think they're great. And I've recently just bought a Tascam 24 track studio, like Porter studio kind of thing, because I wanted to go back to it. Hello, Penny. So
Hello.
you've got rabbits that you won't be aware of.
Okay. You've mentioned your bad days playing, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm having one today.
Do you like Mustangs? And thanks for checking out my home build Jagstang on your website /
that
forum.
looks awesome. You've done such a mega job on that. I saw it seeing the pictures. I was like, that looks so cool. It's such an awesome job you've done that. So I'm double thumbs up for that without breaking my guitar and smashing it into a really expensive Les Paul that's not mine. But yeah, that's awesome. I do like Mustangs as well. Yeah, I would like a Mustang, but I don't think I would play it, and that's what would bother me. Is because I really like them, but my sister's got a Duo Sonic, and that's mega. The Duo Sonic's really cool, but I think I'll still go for a Jaguar over a Mustang. Oh, a Mustang. Clawed my hand open with my cap.
Don't do that, it hurts. I play fine sitting, not so much standing up. Any tips?
Just stand up and start doing it. Guitar at the right height, not round your knees, not round your neck. Get the guitar to a comfortable height where it sits right, and you just got to keep doing it day in, day out, minute by minute, hour by hour, and so on and so forth. You don't, you just got to. It's just a case of learning and your hand getting used to the position of the guitar.
What strings do you prefer in a Jaguar? I recently bought a classic Vibe Jag that came with gnomes, but I have mixed feelings about them. Also, how do you prefer to set this the string height on a Jag?
With a Jag, I like 10 to 46 strings, like I do on Strats. No real difference to Strats, really. So I just like 10 to 46s. I know what you mean. 9s on Jaguars are a bit. Jaguars don't like 9s. And being such a short scale, you can kind of get away with 10s, and they feel really slinky regardless. 10 with 10s, and 9s are just a bit too far. I just set the action by the grub screws, and then use clear nail varnish to hold them in place. Excuse me.
How do I increase my playtime? I get about an hour a day and I want more.
Just any opportunity. Just take any opportunity you get. Just anything you can get.
Next time we do a live stream, I'll see if I can do it horizontally. But there was no option to do it
We
horizontally.
never get options to do horizontal videos, and we've tried before, and it's never worked. We've tried before, and it's literally kind of gone. It's gone weird. So this is why we're on vertical mode. But we'll look into it. We'll try it next time.
What are your thoughts on Richie? Is it Kotzen? Yeah.
Really good guitar player, but he's not for me. He's a really awesome guitar player. He's got a great sound. I like the way he plays, but it's not really my kind of style.
Have you played a Squire 50s classic vibe?
Yes, I used to have one, and they are amazing. Lives in Madrid now.
Your opinions on the Marshall Bluesbreaker 2 pedal?
It's one of the best pedals ever made. That pedal. I used to have two, but I had to sell one because I needed money.
Did you have two?
I had two, yeah. So I eventually sold one. I've got one more though. I need to demo it actually because it's amazing. But the Bluesbreaker 2 Plus is immense. It's one of the best distortion overdrive pedals in the world. It's also a clean boost that's amazing as well. And I also have a custom-made Bluesbreaker called the Blues Faker that somebody made for me that I need to get in videos. It's just a mega pedal. It's kind of like a slightly modded original Bluesbreaker, but it's better. Because I never really liked the original Bluesbreaker. I tried a few and I never liked them. The Bluesbreaker 2 was always better, and the Blues Faker is kind of like one up from that. It's mega.
Not a question, but I've just ordered an Oswald about a month ago. All thanks to you. Very excited to get it.
Awesome. Yes, you'll love it.
Is it Colonel? This is Snake. Do you read me? I don't know. That's Oh
Come on,
God.
Joe, you should get this.
Metal Gear Solid.
Yes.
Yes. That's that day when I just wanted to kill everyone.
Disposal facility. Behind D. What was that noise?
Is that one where I just wanted to go around killing everyone?
No, I was Silent Hill.
No.
Just a box.
No, I was in the water,
I don't
and
know.
I had to be stealthy.
Yeah, that's Metal
Yeah.
Gear Solid. Yeah, Joe's not very good at it.
I'm crap. Do you have a favourite pizza topping?
I'm having a bit of a binge for the last load of months on fajita pizzas, fajita chicken, spicy pizzas. I used to like ham, but I can't have ham anymore because of my ridiculously wrong stomach. But yeah, I used to like ham a lot, but it's changed to chicken now. Can't go
Chicken.
wrong with chicken.
Metallica or Megadeth?
Metallica, sorry.
Favourite Randy Rhoads solo?
Diary of a Madman. I love that song. It's my favourite Randy Rhoads song, Diary of a Madman.
Can you please play Comfortably Numb solo with pinch harmonics?
Sorry, I can't. Especially Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd are massive blockers.
What grade sandpaper would you use to take gloss off the back of a Strat neck?
Well, in all fairness, if the lacquer's really thick, I tend to scrape it with a knife. I'm not precious, so I scrape the lacquer off until I get through to the wood, and then once I'm through to the wood, I use the highest I go is 600. I don't go any higher than 600. I like the feel of 600, but I do go kind of like start with like 80 to get it right smooth. Well, that's if I'm kind of doing it. Then it goes up to like 2 something, and then I get to 400 and end up with 600. This guitar neck is 600.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, you know. What?
Ah.
What?
You promised no more vertical stream. It is 2019 and this is not very hard to figure out. I will end my Patreon if there are vertical streams in the future.
I don't like being threatened on a live stream.
It's not very nice.
No. Just because it's a vertical video, it doesn't mean you need to be that nasty, doesn't it? That's just ridiculous. There's no need for that. We've already explained that vertical live streams, my phone won't do it. And I've explained that time and time again. We are given the option, and when we click the option, it won't do it. We have to stick to vertical at this point in time until we can figure out, or I get enough money I can afford a new phone.
Dave,
Don't threaten me with removing yourself from my Patreon. That's not cool. That is not cool.
Dave, have you played an LTD Strat? I love them.
Yes, I have
Have.
indeed.
Do you play any other instruments? Yeah.
Ish. I play mandolin, piano, banjo. I play bass, but which guitar player can't play bass badly, bear in mind. But yeah, so yeah. Yeah, a few.
Have you seen the Red Hot Chili Peppers?
Yes, twice. Twice with John Frusciante.
And he always throws it in my face.
Saw him at Hyde Park, Joe.
How did we meet?
Well, remember it was a very late, rainy night. I was walking around the back of Tesco's and I heard a noise from a bin. I looked inside the bin and there was this weird urchin kind of creature. And I was like, what's this? And it was all hairy and dishevelled and it was making weird, strange noises and eating raw fish. And so I picked it up out the bin, and which wasn't easy because it tried to eat me a few times. And moved the fur, and it was Joe. That's how we met.
Yeah, that's true.
He was in the bin.
For a Chili Pepper / Rage Against the Machine cover band, would you suggest a Orange AD30 twin channel or a Marshall Origin 50 watt?
I'd be more inclined to go to the AD because the Origin doesn't quite have the right sound for Tom Morello. The AD would probably be a better choice. If you use the Origin, I would recommend maybe using a pedal to get the Tom Morello tone, not necessarily using the amp. Maybe set the amp clean and then use a pedal, because when you crank the Origin, it doesn't quite get the right amount of gain. Saying that, the AD doesn't really, because you need a single coil to get that Tom Morello sound. It needs to be a single coil. In all fairness, I think I'd recommend, like, if you've got to go down the valve route, I'd think something more like a Rockaverb would be a better choice. Like, if you could get Tom Morello's tone better out of a Rockaverb than you could an AD, definitely. You'd have more gain on tap, and you've also, it's just got more of tonality that you need, let's say. So.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
all right?
yeah,
Okay.
I'd go for a Rockaverb. Sorry, T got in the way.
Ever heard of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard? That sounds so good.
That sounds amazing.
I love that.
No, I haven't, but I need to look up that. That's such a cool name.
Thoughts on ESPS style guitars?
ESPS. ESPS.
ESP. Yeah, ESPS.
I like ESP guitars. I've played a lot of ESP guitars and I really like them. I like the Explorers. The ESP Explorers are really nice.
Do you like Johnny Marr?
Yes.
Which are the pedals used on Scar Solo? I've become crazy trying to recreate it, but I just can't. On Scar Solo.
Yeah. I'm guessing. No. Yeah. No. I know.
He knows.
It was a Marshall. I never heard of that before. It was a Marshall Governor 2 Plus and a Boss DS2 running together, both flat out. Lots of gain.
Lots of gain.
As much gain as you can give me, please.
Dave, have you ever played a Fender HM Strat? If so, what do you think of them?
Heavy metal. Is that what that sounds?
Heavy metal.
I can't think I have. No.
Any tips for the wet sand tone? I finally learnt the entire song.
Yes. Well, for the main majority of the song, you want to be on the neck pickup of your guitar with that kind of like John cleanish tone, not ridiculously clean, not ridiculously distorted, but more distorted than you think. That's the one thing that's kind of key to John's tone. It's a lot more distorted and compressed than it actually sounds. And also, always remember it's 2 amps, not 1. But that is kind of thing you want. And also, kind of like lead-wise, it's net pickup as well. Although John does live go for a bridge pickup. But yeah, just that kind of cleanish, kind of mid-rangey, warm but kind of aggressive bitey tone.
What's your opinion on post-rock? You've been doing some more ambient jams lately. Wondering if you got influenced by any post-rock bands.
No, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I've just been leaning more towards this kind of thing. I don't know. No real rhyme or reason.
Can you recommend a good acoustic guitar at a good price?
Tanglewood acoustics are really, really good and a really, really good value. They're cheap.
If I tell my girlfriend I love her, would that make me a better guitarist?
Depends. I don't know what.
Did you know Johnny Marr was a wanker, Dave?
Apparently so.
How do you play the Enough of Me solo?
It's really hard to say. I don't know. I'd have to listen to it again to know for sure.
What is the Les Paul?
This is my friend Richard's Gibson Les Paul. It's the Memphis. It's the hollow-bodied Les Paul Gibson.
King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard. I just come up again. I love that.
That's today's name.
Have you ever tried the new Big Muffs EHX has been producing? I own a Russian reissue and it's amazing.
I haven't, no, I haven't said it. I'm not really a Big Muff fan, to be honest with you. I like the double muff, that's my favourite fuzz. But I'm not really a Big Muff fan. I don't really like the sound of them, to be honest with you. They don't really... It's not the fuzz tone I have in my head, so... I have got, like, Big Muff clones, but they're not... But I don't really use them. They kind of come out for certain occasions. That was a bit demonic. Nice flat 5.
Skype lessons? Question mark.
Hopefully at some point, if I get round to it. I'm having a few brain issues right now. But yeah, that'd be cool.
You can active the John Clean tone with a Gibson Les Paul? Oh, no.
Not really. You need single coils. I mean, you can get close with humbuckers, but it's never right. It never really works. The problem with like a Les Paul and a humbucker, when it comes down to kind of getting that kind of John Strat tone, it's got too much mid-range, and no matter how much you take out, it's still got that clunk, and it just don't have the right tonality. So you have to have a Strat really, or a Telecaster, or a Jaguar to get that kind of tone.
Can you plug the headphones out of the HDFX straight into the DI box and into an interface, or is there more to it?
No, but you don't want to use you don't want to use the input. There's a line out on the HDFXs. A line out. It's on the far right side of the panel as you're looking at it. The line out is immense. Use the line out. You can go straight using just a normal kind of like bog standard jack lead. You can go straight from that into an interface and it'll record. But you need to make sure it's connected to a cabinet. But it sounds amazing. In all fairness, the MG's line out is the best line out I've ever heard. It beats the Boss Katana's line out. The Boss Katana's line out, I was massively disappointed with it, to be honest with you. I don't think it was very good. I tried it and I was like, it's not very good. The Marshall MG's line out is probably one of, if not the best line out I've ever heard.
How do you schedule out your practice routine for learning something?
I don't.
You just do it.
I just do it. I don't have practice regimes or schedules. I'm not that kind of way inclined to do that. I've tried to do that in the past, but it's never worked for me. So I kind of give up with it. I don't really do that kind of thing. I just learn songs if I feel like it.
Just a quick one to say hi and good luck with your Halloween house event this year.
Thank you very much. Maybe we should live stream that.
No, I'm not. I'm not toking a bong. It's a vape.
Yeah, she's on a vape.
I'm on a vape. Dave.
She's not, honestly.
WH10 is a WF10 is a
WF10, yeah.
Is it a variant of WH10 but with a fuzz?
Yeah, it's a fuzz wah wah.
Does it work?
Not for John Shanty, no. You need just the WH10. The WF10 would be great for fuzz stuff, but that's all it does.
Oh god.
It's not quite the right. It's not quite the same pedal. I mean, people will say that, but I don't personally feel it.
We're gonna have to get like a proper tripod for your phone, I think.
I know.
What tips could you give me for arranging one guitar part or songs with little to no guitar parts for two guitarists in a cover band?
Arranging.
Yeah.
Just break it down. I mean, it depends on the song. More than anything, it just depends on the song. It's just share the load more than anything. Like if someone's doing a G chord up here, you play your G chord down here, stuff like that. Playing chords in different places, doing different inversions of chords. Altered pitches. Did anyone see that? I started playing a chord, and I did the Boris Johnson thing. I know what I'm doing. I can play guitar. Can anyone spot the mistake? Get back in. Yeah, I would just do that. It's kind of like both of you don't do the same thing. Both do alternate things. Like I say, so if someone's playing a G chord up there, play a G chord down here, or play it in a different way.
Joe, tell Dave I just got the Orange Pro 90. How do you set your volume knobs across the board?
Pro 90. Orange Pro 90. I don't know what that is.
I don't know.
I don't know what the Pro 90 is. Sorry.
Was that boxing raps I just saw, Dave? I'm a Buddha man myself.
No. No boxing raps.
How do you approach jazz music? Do you subconsciously use some chords more than others when improvising jazz?
I don't play jazz, so I don't play it. So it's not a musical style I enjoy playing, so I don't play it.
Dave, play the little riff that Crazy Town used on Butterfly.
I can't. I'll get flagged for copyright.
Can you recommend cheap, decent pickups for a Telecaster to replace Squier pickups?
Cheap. I don't really know because I'm not really clued up on Telecaster pickups. The best Telecaster pickups I've played are Master Nick Oswald's pickups. Shout out! Wilkinson pickups are really good. Wilkinson Telecaster pickups are normally quite good. They're normally cheap, so I'd maybe go Wilkinson or Entwistle ones again. Yeah, I'd go for Wilkinson or Entwistle.
Have you heard Liam Gallagher's new solo stuff? And if so, what's your opinion on it? Also,
Right.
Noel or Liam?
At this point in time, I like Liam's stuff more. I have no idea what Noel Gallagher is doing. It's like he's gone back to the 70s and he's just in a disco band, and I don't like it. I don't get it. Black Star Dancing. I don't know what that is. It freaks me out. It just sounds weird. Liam's new song is amazing, and I do like Liam's music. It's really, really cool. I mean, it's all co-written and everything. That's cool, but I like Liam seems to have his head screwed on tight. Noel seems to be disappearing slightly up his rectum. I mean, they always were, but you know what I mean, even more so.
Up his sphincter.
Yeah, which is a real shame because I love Noel. I love his guitar playing and his songwriting. To see him go where he is. Noel's first two solo albums were brilliant, but you know, the rest has just been a bit mediocre. And not really for me. I don't really like him. I just don't appeal.
Dave, I love you so much.
Well, thank you very much indeed. You must be mad.
Hello, Dave. Are you a fan of the song Turn It Again?
Yes.
I would have loved. Okay.
Yeah.
I would have loved to of them to play live. I could imagine John going nuts on the outro.
Yeah. I don't think I would have been able to do it live, but it would have been amazing. Yeah, definitely.
Do you still have the vintage JHS Lemon Drop Les Paul? Not seen you play it in a while.
No, I don't play it anymore. It's in kind of like semi-retirement. It's just in a case. The Revelation RTL 59 came along and just, for me, blew it out of the water. So I don't play it anymore. I get it out every now and again to just make sure it's okay. I'm never gonna get rid of it, but I just don't. When it comes down to Les Pauls, I just go for the RTL. That's my Les Paul. I love that guitar.
How many
I'll
amps?
say that the Lemon Drop isn't my Les Paul because it always will be, but
How many amps do you own?
too many. I need to sell some. And I'm going to have a big clear out soon because I'm getting too much stuff again. It's getting silly.
Have you tried the Marshall Vintage series?
Not yet, no. I would like to.
Do you have an opinion on Jazzmaster guitars that you want to share?
Yeah, Jazzmaster. I don't like Jazzmasters. They're not guitars for me. I like the way they look and I like the way they play. I don't like the sound. I don't get on with the sound of a Jazzmaster. They're just not quite there. I've played a lot of Jazzmasters, vintage and new, and every time I play, I'm like, it just feels too thin and wispy. The Jazzmaster does. I prefer Jaguars for offsets.
Will Ibanez ever sell the WH10 again?
Probably not.
You've explained the WF10. Yeah. Loving the footwear, Joe. Thanks. Right. Are there any guitarists that you think are overrated?
Can't think of any offhand, no. I don't like to say if there was, because that's kind of my opinion, and it's not really, you know, it's not for me to say because it's just like a personal opinion. It doesn't really mean anything, if you know what I mean. Like, but I can't think of any off the bat now.
Have you ever played a Governor Electric, and what's your thoughts?
Never played one.
Are you able to play the Kooks?
No, sorry, copyright.
Copyright. Hang on. Can you ban people spamming rubbish? Yeah, I've just started to. Sorry, that's me. I shouldn't have.
What's going on?
So that guy was just saying about the vertical stream. I've just got rid of him.
Yeah, you can block him.
I don't know how to block. I've just hid him from your channel.
Yeah,
'Cause I
that'll
don't.
do.
Yeah. Can Joe give us some? No. Can Joe give us a
How
song?
many more times did he comment about that?
Loads. I've just got rid of him.
Any more threats?
No more threats.
What was he saying? Just like, why is he vertical?
Yeah, just
Well,
constantly.
do I have to explain it again? You know what I mean?
Portrait mode. Is she a maniac?
It's not necessary to be that way. You know, in the words of Patrick Swayze,
Oh.
always be nice.
If you click over what he is saying, there's 3 little dots, and you can click on to report or harassing. Also, you can. Oh, I'll do that in future. Then I didn't know that.
Cool.
Do you like SGs?
Love SGs. I've never found the one that's been right for me. Now, I used to own an SG. I had the Les Paul custom SG, one with 3 humbuckers. But it never worked for me. It never worked out. And I've played a lot of SGs, and I am yet to find one that really. Like, my dream SG is a 3 humbucker with a white batwing pickguard and the vibrato thing. I love those SGs. Maybe because John Shantley had one, but that'd be my kind of dream SG.
I was just thinking you should do a live chat, Dave. Glad to see you, Dave. I do a lot of ambient music these days. What are some good delay settings for ambient music?
As much delay as you can. Nothing is not slapback. You want it, you know, if you want your delay set, you want kind of a lot of repeats, not to a point where the pedal starts feeding back on itself. But you do want a lot of repeats, a lot of level on the delay, and just like, you know, just make it as spacey as you can.
Where am I going? Dave, what's your favourite songs from Emporium?
Imperium.
Why did I say Emporium?
I don't know.
I'm thinking of that sweet shop.
All of them. I can't think of a single song on the album that I don't like or don't like any more than the other one. They're all just masterpieces. Even the B-sides like Ah Yon and stuff like that is amazing.
Your take on the Ibanez S521 and the RGA series?
I don't really have much of an opinion on Ibanez guitars, to be perfectly honest. I've tried a lot of Ibanez, but I've never really got on with them. I don't really like the necks, so my opinion for what it'd be worth won't be worth much of anything at all. But they're not bad. The Ibanez aren't bad guitars. Ibanez are great guitars, but they're just not for me.
Dave, play the.
Jem Jr.
Dave, play the lick.
The lick. What's that?
I don't know.
Let's be a bit more specific.
Joe is pretty. Oh, thank you.
Couldn't tell you. Only saw her hands.
The mighty Oswald Strat. Does Len the rabbit like metal?
No, but he loves Thin Lizzy.
He does, doesn't he? He does.
And
Joe-
I can't play Thin Lizzy.
Joe has a great audiobooks voice.
I'm
Well,
going to get Joe to narrate my life when I do my audiobook.
it's not going to be hard.
As a young child, David was a strange boy. He liked to eat worms and lambs.
Lambs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or lamb.
Hi Dave, do you still use the Loud and Proud pedal? Greetings from Switzerland.
I still do use a loud and proud pedal, yeah. So it's my sister outside the window. But yeah. I still do use the Loud and Proud pedal, yeah. It's like the ultimate Jimi Hendrix pedal, the Loud and Proud. And the ultimate Richie Blackmore pedal.
How long did it take you to unlock the neck?
About 4 years.
Well, yeah, that's a long time, isn't it? Dave, what
I'm
about...
still learning now. You never stop learning it. You always find new things, which is the awesome thing about guitar. Or instruments in general. There's always something to learn.
What about composing or playing under several influences?
I don't really understand. Composing? I don't really understand the question, sorry.
Loving the 45-minute videos. Always watch them when I've got a minute to chill out, buddy.
I don't like doing short videos. It feels weird when I do a short video. I feel like I'm shortchanging you.
Everyone knows that Joe is just a voice. You can't fool us, Dave.
She's a ventriloquist puppet. It's not real.
Do you like Radiohead, Dave?
I do like.
If yes, what's your favourite album from them?
I don't have a favourite album. I don't listen to them enough to be a favourite, but I do like Radiohead. But I don't have enough to kind of like say that's my favourite.
Green Day are rumoured to turn orange.
What, painting?
Orange Day.
Orangeade Day.
Do you think that in time you will metamorphose into a fat jazz man?
That's the goal. Whether we get there, I don't know. We'll find out. In about 40 years, we'll know.
Do you own...
Breaking the fourth wall! That's well creepy. That's weird, man. Yeah. I'm very holy. My socks are. Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, sorry, this is my sister again.
Do you own any SG style guitars? What is your thoughts on them? I find them hard to get used to playing myself.
I love SGs, and I personally find them really easy to play. I just find them odd. There's something that's not right about an SG, even though I love SGs, and I really want an SG. The only SG I ever came really close to really clicking with was a 71 SG. It had two P90s, and it was absolutely stunning. And I would have given anything to whoever else could afford it, but I was in old hat, and he wouldn't have sold me it anyway.
Where am I? Have you heard or played the Hagstrom? Is it Phantoman?
No,
Frontman.
I haven't. No, I played a few Hagstroms, but never that one.
Play like John Mayer series?
No, I don't know enough about John. Sorry. Plus, there's far too much John Mayer going around.
Where's that John Entwistle guitar then?
John Entwistle. The 62.
Guessing so. It's in a vault, innit?
It's in a vault in London. Yeah. Story on that. Norman bought it, and it was in old hat for quite a while. The 62 Strat. It's like pristine. The only thing, it was Fiesta Red, original finish. The only thing, it was a bit of there was a paint chip on the top horn there, and that was it. That was all the wear there was on it. And it played terribly. It felt really stiff. Like it just didn't feel very nice. I was a bit kind of like underwhelmed by it. I was overwhelmed and underwhelmed all at the same time. It didn't sound particularly great, really basic. But anyway, Norman said, I've sold the Entwistle Strat. And we were like, oh, because we enjoyed playing it. Anyway, this guy came from London to pick it up. And we asked him, what are you doing with it? He goes, I'm just playing a bank vault. Do you play? No, I don't play. So.
Bank vault, that's where it stayed.
That was many years ago now. That's where it is now.
Bob Blake. Just a small tip, your videos are so good.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. Oh, is Super Chat working?
Yeah, Super Chat's on.
Okay, I didn't know if Super Chat would work. I forgot to ask all about that actually. We've actually enabled Super Chat, everybody. Not totally technically enabled, but pretty close. Thank you very much indeed.
We just can't do.
No, we can't do horizontal. My phone won't do it. Hi Penny. Yeah, the phone won't do horizontal.
We'll try and figure it out.
I control the horizontal. I don't.
Any chance of you trying the Devon Townsend hairstyle?
Well, the skullet or the bald bit. Because I'll try the skull. I'm technically getting there with the skullet. If I actually kind of like do the whole dog hair thing.
Dog hair.
kind of getting there.
You're nearly there, right?
Terrible
Yeah.
enough. In all fairness, I think my hair's going to go soon 'cause it's starting to get on my nerves. It's just dead. My hair just feels dead.
Not a 50s style kind of guy says that while playing a 55 style Strat.
Indeed. 50 style music, not 50 style. This definitely is my kind of deal, but 50 style music, not so much.
Do you
I do love 50s music, but not as much as I like 60s music. So now I do love 50s blues music, but I'm more of a late 60s British blues guy, you know, Jimi Hendrix, and then like, you know, progressive rock stuff and, you know, stuff like that. Grunge.
Grunge.
Britpop.
Do you like the Beatles?
I do, yeah, but I don't listen to them really at all. I do like the bit. I respect the Beatles, but I don't listen to them. I listen to other people over me. I do, yeah. You can't not. It's kind of impossible.
Do you know what John's string action is like?
Fairly high-ish, kind of a medium high. It's not ridiculously high. It was back in the day. During like 98, 99, 2000, John's action was very, very high. Not obnoxious, not Stevie Ray Vaughan, Rory Gallagher high, but it was fairly high-ish. In kind of like 2001, 2002, it came down a smidgen, and when it gets to kind of Stadium Arcadium, it's a little bit more lower than that. You can kind of see, especially the Churzak gig, the Poland gig, you can see it's a bit lower. So, yeah. Medium high.
Can you do a lesson series on blues?
Yes, yeah, definitely. I mean, I've kind of started my one with acoustic blues, where I need to do a bit more on that. But yeah, I do want to talk a bit more about playing blues.
Hi Dave, how faithfully do you practice? Is there a regime you do every day?
No. If I want to play, I play. If I don't want to play, I don't play.
But
I don't ever want to force it. There's never been a regime or anything like that put in place. I just play the guitar. I just love playing. I don't have a structure.
But you do play every day, don't you?
I do play every day, yeah. It's very, yeah, even if I pick up the guitar for like just like a minute or 5 minutes, I will play the guitar at least once every day. It feels wrong if I don't. I feel like I'm kind of like done something wrong.
Feel like you're missing a limb.
I do. How many people have we got on the live stream, by the way?
215.
Sorry, I actually choked.
He actually choked.
That's a lot of people. That's more people than I play to at a gig.
Do you think thick...
You're all awesome. Back to the happiness.
Do you think thicker necks makes influences on the tone?
None the slightest. Just makes it more uncomfortable for me because I like big necks, but I don't like uncomfortably big necks.
Does the rabbit eat the jack wires?
If you're not careful.
Yeah. Not very often.
Not very often. I have trained him by pulling his teeth out.
No, you haven't.
No, but no, they're normally quite good at it. Just got to keep an eye on them more than anything.
Have you ever tried a Chapman guitar?
No, but I would like to. There's the white one with 3 single cord pickups that I'd love to try, but it's way out my price range.
Hang on. Okay. Are you using the Katana now? What are your settings?
Yes. I'm just using it as basically a clean pedal platform at this point in time. I'm using it as much as anything. The settings at this point in time is I'm on the acoustic mode. Gain and volume are on 10. Bass is all the way off. Mid is at 12 o'clock and treble is at 10 o'clock. And then presence is at 12 o'clock. And that's it. It's just basically dead clean. If I take a HX off, it's just clean.
Have you shown your bunnies the Peter Rabbit movie yet? I've not even seen the Peter Rabbit movie yet. Hi guys, G-String. Dave, what do you think of U2's The Edge? Sonic genius or too reliant on effects?
The Edge is reliant on effects, but he wouldn't be The Edge if he wasn't. He's not a guitarist that's on my radar, but he does what he does, and he does what he does really well.
JS has said, didn't know we could tip. Great idea, Bob. Thanks, Dave and Joe. Your vids help calm the mind.
Happy to hear that, thank you.
Do you smoke weed? Are you talking to me or Dave?
Nope, never have,
Because,
never will.
you know, neither of us do. Do you like G-string? look at me, but.
Is it this G string? 'Cause I love these G strings. Apart from on the Les Paul, 'cause they never stay in tune.
Hi Dave, not a question, just an apology. I said I'd call yesterday but completely forgot.
No worries. Not a problem at all.
What plectrum do you use?
Normally 50 or 60, well, points 50 or 0.60mm Dunlop clicks.
Hi Dave and Joe. Love the channel, Dave. Keep up the good work, mate. Hope you're both having a good evening. Love from North Wales.
Awesome. Love Wales.
Watching from Canada.
Awesome, hello.
Ever heard of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizards?
We have actually.
I
yes.
love that so much. Do you use snapshots on HX effects?
No, I have no idea how to work that. So no, I don't. I don't know what. I never understood it. I am literally. People will laugh, but I am literally technically an idiot.
I need hands like yours.
Practice. Years of practice.
Hi, quiz questions. Who invented rock music according to Safari?
Don't know. Rock comes from blues. Blues comes from field songs. Field songs come from Africa.
Thoughts on Billy Corgan and his playing it? Is Corgan in it?
Yeah. The Corgan.
The
Producer
Corgan.
Billy Corgan, he's really good. His style's really cool, but again, he's not a guitarist on my radar, but he's very, very cool. He's very his own thing.
How do you get out of a rut playing the same licks all the time?
Just you need to find new approaches to stuff. So instead of just kind of like playing those licks, find other licks. Just sit down with your guitar and just figure out things that work for you.
What are your thoughts on Frank Zappa's playing it, and do you like... Is it Dweezil Zappa? Dweezil Zappa, yeah.
They're both maniacs.
Maniac.
They're both maniacs in the best possible way. It's literally mental. Frank Zappa's an amazing guitarist, actually. He's not, kind of a bit underrated, to be honest, as a guitarist.
What do you think of Marshall Code 25/50? Is it any good for the John tone?
I don't want to say I don't like the code because I did a video on it where I didn't like it, but I want to have another go. I kind of wish I had spent more time with it, and I think that was my fault and my failing with that amp was I didn't spend enough time. So maybe one day I'll get the code again and we'll try it again.
Did you ever use the distortion preamps in the Zoom G2 to get the cleanish for shanty tone? Meaning,
yes, I did.
Meaning instead of using the Marshall jackhammer?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I've got a video on it somewhere where the Mighty Zoom video. I show you the settings I used for the John tone in that. It's never the problem with the Zoom though. When you're running it cleanish like that to get that kind of John tone, it's not quite right. I could never get it dialed in right. There's always something not quite right with it. I mean, you kind of get close-ish, but it's always ish. It's never quite there.
Did you take lessons or self-taught?
Self-taught.
What is the most important thing to work on to sound like Danny Kerwin?
Vibrato, being aggressive with the guitar. Danny didn't play around, he hit the guitar hard. And his vibrato is the main thing. When Danny's playing, his vibrato is dead aggressive, and that gives him his sound. And also, bridge humbucker all the time. Danny rarely used the neck pickup. That was Peter's territory, that was Danny's. So that's, stuff like that. Just go to your bridge pickup and work on the vibrato and stuff like that. And also just playing basic blues licks in minor pentatonics.
Apparently your answer to the Metallica or Megadeth question was wrong. It was Megadeth. Has John been in touch yet?
No. John won't get in touch. It's a lovely thought, but I never expected him to. I mean, I would highly doubt I'll ever hear anything from John or ever even meet him. So,
what multi-effects pedal are you using?
The Line 6 HX Effects. In all its gloriness, it's gorgeous. I love this thing. One of the best things ever.
Is it normal if my Boss Katana 50 isn't as loud as all the other modes? When I use the clean mode, it really sounds low even on the 50 watt setting.
Depends how you're running it, because if I'm on the clean mode, I tend to just kind of like have the gain and the volume flat out. So it depends how you're running it more than anything. It shouldn't really be quiet though. Well, my 50 and my 100, all the channels are very, very balanced. So depends how you're running it.
Do you like the Poly Parrot Squire Telecaster?
I have no idea what that is.
Do you know if John listened to your album?
Nope, no idea.
I'd like to think that he did.
I'd like to think he did, but I do have this thing in the back of my mind that it just went in the bin, and that was that.
Hi everyone, thanks to Dave, I got myself a Katana 100 and it is phenomenal. Thank you, Dave.
Thank you.
Master.
They are brilliant. They are absolutely brilliant. One of the best amps in the world.
Master of Masters, what is your opinion on the Foo Fighters?
Love Foo Fighters. Love Foo Fighters. Not a band I listen to a lot, but I like Foo Fighters.
Hi Dave, have you seen all of his jump? Hi, I'm guessing it's Dave. He said Dan, but have you seen all of his John Frusciante? No, I'm guessing he's talking to someone else. How is someone so nasty even a member of? How is someone so nasty even a member of Patreon? Oh,
exactly.
It was on about. Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I reckon somebody's just saying. I think they're just being gnarly. But if they are a member on Patreon, it's like, and you're gonna remove it just because I do vertical videos. Give over. Come on. Let's not be silly.
It's all good. You look great, Dave. How tall are you?
Dizzy.
Don't do that
I'm
again.
5'8". I am not very tall.
We've done that. Can you play the intro to I'm Losing Everything? I'll ever...
Sorry.
No, you get Primal Scream.
Can't play songs, copyright songs. I'll get flagged.
Hope all is well in your world.
Thank you very much. Hope you're always well in your world as well.
You should release some of your katana patches.
Yeah, I don't know how. I can't connect my katana to my laptop. My laptop's out of date, so I can't do it. Somebody has actually done my katana patches for me. If that person is watching, could they put a link to the katana patches? Someone's actually done it. They are out there somewhere. So, yeah, they're there somewhere.
God's sake, hang on.
Joe's
It's your sister.
what's she saying?
She wants to come and sit in with us.
Where is she? 1 second. Go on then, Dot.
I just messaged back.
Don't break the fourth wall.
I was going to come sit on the same.
This is my sister, everybody.
Hello. I'm going to come sit next to you.
This is bizarre. I've been watching from the other room.
She's been watching the live
Right,
stream.
can I just show you this picture I've got of you though? You look like, Dad says you look like a Russian saint.
Show that to the people.
Can they see? I think. Yeah. Yeah, we do.
You look like Jesus.
That some kind of weird tapestry.
And then we looked up the name David in Russian and we came up with Davido. Saint Davido.
I'm not saying I'm a saint, but
The picture says it all.
yes, Joe.
I don't know if I said it. You should release some of your katana patches. Have I said that one?
You said that.
Oh.
They are out there somewhere on the katana world. I just don't know where.
Do you like classical music? And if so, which composer is your favourite?
I like classical music, but not enough to know which one's my favourite composer.
Who's the guy that wrote Jurassic Park? I like that.
That's
It's a
no,
classical.
Jurassic Park is not classical music.
Actually, it was because I actually heard it on a classical radio.
Yeah, it probably is actually.
Yeah.
Don't hum it, for God's
No, I'm
sake,
not.
get Copyright flag.
I was at work
Yeah, T-Rex
and it was on the
breakthrough,
classical radio.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It was on the
colour-
classical radio.
Which means it's classical.
What colour socks do I need to wear to sound like John Frusciante?
Frusciante. Is he John Frusciante's Russian cousin?
Also a saint.
Yeah, also a saint. Black. No, John used to wear white socks, didn't he? John had white socks. You need white socks. They're the tone
Oh
socks.
yeah, like in
Off
when they
the
do
back.
that, when they do like that Yertle the Turtle trilogy.
Yeah, he's got white
he's
socks.
got
He's
black,
got those big white
yeah,
socks. on,
black
yeah.
shoes and white socks.
He's got in Mother's Milk, he had the white socks. He had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
red band around
Yeah,
the football
yeah.
socks.
Yeah.
Have you been to Sweden?
No, I don't been to Sweden. Have we got cousins in Sweden?
No.
Is it? Where is it? I'm thinking.
Finland.
Finland.
It's our uncle's
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
And actually,
Yeah.
our uncle's grandfather was a famous Finnish composer,
Oh yeah, of course. Yes.
I think.
Yes. Don't quote us. But we are related to
Tell me,
Uncle
Oh.
Beethoven.
Sambuca. I think it's Sambuca. Tell me if he unsubs on Patreon and I'll sub just to prove a point. Power to you, Dave. Haha.
Read that one
Thank you very much.
Read that one.
What is it?
What was the famous song your sister taught you on guitar?
Smoke on water. If it wasn't for this person here, I wouldn't be playing the guitar right now, everybody.
Yes.
So just so you know, it's her fault. Smoke on the wall was the first thing I ever learned.
It actually was.
It was.
And then I left Dave in his bedroom on this acoustic guitar that I had. And I was like, right, Dave, I'm going to bed now, night. And he was like, boom, 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 boom. And then just carried on playing from there on.
Yeah, here we are,
There you
all
go.
these years later.
Do you like flying V's, Dave? Have you
Love
played
flying
many?
Vs. Yes, I've played loads of flying V's. I love flying. I'm actually looking at flying V's. I don't know why I'm looking at. There's a couple for sale, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I like that, but it has to be a black one. I like black ones with white scratch plates. I don't really like the Carina ones. I don't like any other colour. I like black. I did have a black V, but
Dave, my strap pickups are completely enclosed, so you can't see the coil.
ceramics.
It's from the 90s. What are they? Ceramics.
Ceramics. Ceramic pickups. Yeah, they're just all as one. The pickups. If Joe shows the guitar behind, the Ibanez strap that's on the wall
This
there,
one?
that natural strap. Those pickups, they're all enclosed. They're just ceramics as well. There's no coil. It's just one big pickup, basically.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell?
There's no real coil to it. It's just one enclosed unit. Waxed thick to the max as well. They sound great, but they are really microphonic. But they're really cool. I like them. It's where you're getting like Tysco guitars and stuff like that. Cheap guitars.
If you could only have one guitar, one amp, and one pedal for life, what would you choose?
One pedal, one guitar, one amp.
Yeah.
My white strap, Marshall MG 100, and my Zoom G 2.1U. Easy peasy. Although I do like the HX, the Zoom is my spiritual home.
Oh, what did you say about Pink Floyd? The massive what?
What?
What did you say about Pink Floyd? Their massive blockers? Because the guy asked you to play comfortably numb and pinch harmonics.
I can't do that.
No,
but
because
yeah, I
they're
love
massive
Pink Floyd.
blockers, aren't they?
They're massive blockers, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was an insult.
Yeah.
Pink Floyd.
No,
Yeah.
Pink Floyd, man, they're
Blockers.
massive blockers they are. No, they are. They block videos, they copyright claim everything. It's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
So you can't play anything to do with Pink Floyd.
Could you swap to the Les Paul?
I don't know, it depends how nice you're going to be. Then I will.
Depends how many clothes you're going to take off.
God. Let her
She's not
in.
coming alive.
No, sorry. I've brought the tone down already.
You have.
We need a bit more of a bluesy tone, don't we, for the Les Paul?
They like Frank Blythe. He loves your relic videos. They're mint.
Awesome. Les Paul tone.
Les
To the
Paul.
max. I really want to play flute with Mac and I can't.
Would you ever hang on? Would you ever try an AliExpress guitar?
Yes, I would.
Oh, that is how you say it.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're like knockoff Les Paul, knockoff Gibsons. They're
Ah.
Chinese Gibson copies. Yeah, I would. I would like one. I've tried a few. Tried a Randy Rose one once.
Jack Tarbuck has donated £5.
Thank you very much, sir.
Saying,
You-
having a good
you-
evening.
you
Oh,
saved
you're
the
doing it.
scholar.
Yeah, you're doing
Yeah.
Super chat.
Super chat.
Hi Joe and Dave.
This chord is for you.
Oh yes, that's the Jack. That's the Jack chord.
Well done, Joe.
The what chord?
The Jack chord.
Oh, is it?
What did you think I said?
Well, I thought you said a jack chord, but I don't know what it means.
chord for Jack.
Oh, is it those other
Oh,
person who says it? Oh, right, okay. I just thought you'd called it the Jack chord. I was like, that's random.
It's a G. Okay, yeah, come on in, Joe's.
Hi, Dave and Joe. I like my Gretsch electromatic hollow body, but now I'm considering a semi-hollow guitar. Is the Heartwood Revival
Oh, yeah.
good enough, or should I go for something else?
Oh, we got really excited.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Talk to
No.
me about it.
Tell me about the Heartwood Revival, boy.
Tell me more.
Tell me more about that Heartwood. Yeah, the Heartwood Revival is gorgeous. In all fairness, I'm still debating whether I'm going to get one or not, because I actually really love that guitar. It should have gone back. I should have bought it. It's my stupid fault.
Would you recommend getting a lesser-known brand handmade amp or well-known brand for the same money?
Depends on what it is. Totally depending on what it is and what you want, more than anything. You've got to ask yourself what you want. If you want a handmade amp that's kind of like whatever, then go for that if that's what you really want. But make sure it's right before you buy it.
Thanks,
Please.
Paul Davis.
What?
Thanks, Paul Davis.
What?
People in the comments, Joe reads them from top to bottom, therefore it takes a while, but she will read them all. I will.
Oh, you're doing a great job.
Thanks,
Great job, Joe.
Thanks. It's 1:38 p.m. here in Dallas, Texas.
Hey!
It's Gary Moore o'clock here. It's for Gary. You've got to. If a Les Paul doesn't do the Gary Moore note, is it even a Les Paul?
You ever played with a modular synth?
No. I don't want to say it like that. But no, I would like to, but I've never really played synth stuff. This guitar sounds really nice.
What are your thoughts on the Marshall MA100H? I'm guessing that's a head.
I've never really tried one, so I can't really say. And I wouldn't really like to say if I'm being perfect honest. I've never really tried one. I've seen them about, but I've heard videos and I've watched demos. But as my own opinion, because I haven't actually tried one, I can't honestly say.
Do you like the Vines?
I used to like the Vines. Remember the Vines?
Yeah, I can.
Wasn't that one of the Vines, one with that lead singer was absolutely mental.
Yeah,
He just
yeah,
kept
yeah.
smashing stuff all the
I
time.
think
They were really
so.
cool.
Yeah, they were, yeah.
They were really cool. Yeah, I did like the Vines.
I can't
Yeah.
remember them being about, like, in the limelight for very long.
They weren't
Yeah.
about for very
It's just
long
like one of
time.
those names I remember from back then.
Yeah, way back when, early
Yeah.
2000s back.
Maybe it's because I've got a similar name, but like the Hives.
I never really liked the Hives. I liked
Yeah,
the
but can you
Vines.
remember we
There was a
used
lot
to
of bands around that time
Hate
called
to say
Boots.
I told you so.
Yeah.
And we used to do it. I used to play the drums in Uncle Pete's garage.
Shed.
Shed.
The
Recording studio.
yeah, the jam shed.
Jam shed.
Jam shed. Have you ever thought about building a rack mount rig?
Never. I hate rack mount stuff. Pedals for me, please.
What's your oldest surviving FX pedal?
It's my first ever effects pedal. Actually, my first ever pedal was a jackhammer, a Marshall jackhammer, and it still gets used. That's the main pedal you hear in demos now for clean. That's my first ever pedal, and then my second ever pedal was a Zoom 606 that still works, and I've still got it.
I've still got
And I've still got it.
What's his hand here?
It is
pretty warm.
boiling in it, isn't it? John's solo on Hey is clean. How do I get that tone?
It's not 100% clean. There's cleanishness to John. John never plays 100% clean. There's always a bit of bite to it. John's main guitar solo in Hey is with wah wah, and bin WH10 it's got overdrive built into it, so it forces it into that kind of like distortion territory. But the kind of the let's play it in a different key. That bit, which I can't play too much of, I definitely can't play at all. That's cleanish. It wants to be slightly pushed. John's tone sounds clean, but it's not clean, and you always want to go for more gain than you need, than you think you need. It's really weird. It's really hard to explain.
What happened to the Marshall Silver Jubilee you had? Was it on loan?
It was on loan, yeah. It's my good friend Ian's.
Hi Dave, inspired by your used antics, I went shopping for a used guitar, got a fantastic Ibanez, is it Sabre?
Yeah.
360 QM for 150 in mint condition from Cash Converters.
Nice. Cash converters, man. They don't know what they've got sometimes, and that's our bonus.
Thoughts on Arctic Monkeys?
Yeah.
Tom likes Arctic Monkeys. I like them a bit, not massively. They're not really a band that's on my radar.
Do you ever suffer from sore fingers, wrist from playing? If yes, how do you deal with it?
Don't play. If my wrist starts to wake or my fingers start to, I just don't play. I'll just take a break from it. You don't want to force it. If something hurts, you don't want to force your wrist if your wrist hurts. It's not a good idea.
Do you like Robert Johnson?
Love Robert Johnson. Scary, but I love Robert Johnson.
Do you think custom shop strats are worth the money?
Some are, some certainly aren't. I've played some custom shop strats where I'm like, I wouldn't pay £5 for this. I remember once in Old Hat we had a John Cruise Relic Sunburst Strat, 60s. I want to say 62, but I don't think it was 62. But it was this Relic Strat that John Cruise did. It was dire. Absolutely, I was appalled by it, and we all were, to be fair. When it came into the shop, we were like, why is that even here? So it wasn't good, and in all fairness, it didn't stay around for long. We got rid of it very quick. It was just not a good guitar. But I have played other custom shop guitars. My friend Ian Stewart's custom shop Strat is gorgeous, and I played at certain other custom shops that are really, really nice.
Put my hand over the camera.
It just varies, guitar to guitar. All guitars are different. Some guitars are great, some guitars are alright, some guitars are absolute pants. But what might be pants to you is amazing to somebody else. It's totally subjective.
What do you think of JJ Cale? Cale. It is Cale.
Yeah, Cale, yeah.
I swear I'm a little bit
I don't really have much of an
dyslexic.
opinion. I don't really listen to him much, so I can't really say, but he's got some great songs.
Jeremy Kyle.
Jeremy Kyle's got some great songs.
What do you call?
Something on the end of it blues. Put something on the end of it! Should have put something on the end of it.
Bring on Graham.
I love Graham.
Graham's blues would be like sad and somber because it'd be like they're like Peter
Graham's blues.
Graham's blues are like
Backstage Blues with Graham from Jeremy Kyle.
can't talk. Welcome to Graham's Den.
That sounds so sinister.
I did sound sinister. Moving on. The G string out of tune threw me off. I had a whole thing planned and it all went wrong.
What do you call a guitarist without a girlfriend?
Unemployed. I don't know.
Homeless.
Yeah, I like it.
Play in the loo or in the bed before bed. Or in the bed before bed if you can. I have to do that with all the kids I have. Just saw King Gizzard in Toronto. Wow. It is a real thing.
Yeah.
Lizard with
Lizard King Gizzard lizard with it.
Sarah, my friend Sarah really likes them.
Oh, does
didn't
she?
see them. I think Dean My Pappy did a song or like children's.
Can you make a video about licks that John often used?
I can, yeah, but John's licks are very few and far between because he improvises all the time, so they vary. But there is licks like stuff like that and that one. Stuff like that, and certain kind of like half step bend. Stuff like that. It sounded more like Eric Clapton, that one did.
What do you think of the Manchester band Dust Junkies?
Never heard of them.
Who?
Dust Junkies. Have you tried the Marshall Governor, the early one?
I have, yeah, I've tried the original one. It was okay, but I prefer the Plus, the Governor thing.
Can Joe play guitar?
She can, yes, she just won't. One day, though.
No, I will. Well, I do play. Do you like Muse?
What?
Muse.
Yes.
Can you do a video on the song Will to Death?
Sorry, no, because it'll get copyright flagged and it won't even get out.
How come HD effects amps are so cheap?
It's because no one likes them. They were hailed as one of the worst Marshalls ever made, and no one wanted them. No one wanted them at all. I mean, so many people. I've been thrown out of bands for using that amp. It's just that they're so cheap because no one likes them. Everyone thinks they're rubbish. There's no demand for them.
I know I always ask you about
Which is great because I can buy loads of them.
I know I always ask you about Skype lessons, and I'm so sorry, but I really cannot see myself learning from anyone else in the world. You are literally a master over all the styles I absolutely love.
Thank you very much. I wouldn't say master, but thank you very much indeed.
Saint.
Saint.
Yes, from that picture.
I need to get a picture of you doing that.
Whatever. Yeah.
Skype lessons.
Skype lessons, yeah. I like to do Skype lessons. It's just really weird for me to kind of like organise it and arrange it. But I will do it at some point. I need a secretary, that's why.
I'll be a secretary.
Yeah, I'll get Todd to be a secretary.
Yeah.
You got a Skype lesson at 2 o'clock, Dave? Okay.
I would actually schedule everybody in.
Schedule? You're good at your scheduling,
Yeah, I'm
aren't
good at
you?
scheduling, mate. There's one thing I'm good at, it's scheduling.
You like the Beatles? Thoughts on the Morley? Is it Morley wah pedals?
Don't like Molly wah pedals. Don't like them. They just don't wah enough. They don't do that. Well, I've dropped my plectrum, that's good. They don't do that wah thing like Vox doing. They just don't sound like that, Molly wah pedals. They're an effect. I know wah is an effect, that's the silly thing to say. But they just kind of sit over it. They don't manipulate it enough. I like the real high end that you get out of like a Vox. Where it's kind of nasty, but it's still got all the wall. Whereas with a Morley, I always feel it's kind of like it just goes wah wah. You can't get that. I don't know. It's really hard to explain that. I could be here all day explaining that one.
I don't know if. Have you listened to the new Tool album?
No, yeah.
Oh!
No. I've heard the new song, but
Sorry.
it's amazing. But no, I haven't heard the album yet. No.
You can tweak the katana's line out to have a live feel in the tone studio, just so you know.
Ah, cool. Didn't know that. Okay.
Dave, just got an Artist Tweed 20 combo amp. Have you ever heard of them, and what do you think?
Artist? No, I've never heard of them. Artist what?
Artist Tweed 20 combo.
No, never heard of them.
What do you think about Roland Cube amps?
Rolling cubes are amazing. Not as good as them, but they are good. I have no desire to own one, however, but they are great.
Who is the black man on the picture in your room? Is
Charlie,
it?
Oh.
Oh.
upstairs.
I
I was
thought-
going to say we haven't got.
No, that's Prince Vigo.
That's him from Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's what I thought you meant.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's Charlie. He's my friend Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
He's on the wall, watching over me. Keeps an eye on me, make sure I doesn't play anything stupid.
So it's just go laugh.
I thought he was on about.
I thought he was on about Prince Vigo.
That's Ghostbusters.
Has John Frusciante ever made you tear up blissfully?
Yes, a few times.
What, by looking at him or listening to him?
Just both. I just have to look at the man and go,
He's made me tear up.
yeah, several times. The V Pro video,
Oh,
it caused me to nearly have a total breakdown. Can't
Just-
stand seeing your hero like that. I can't watch the V Pro video again. I watched the whole thing once and that's enough.
Just wanted to say I can't wait to get your SSL ones. I've been building up with excitement for weeks.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. I'll get them sent off soon. I will get them sent off. That's the man we have to thank everybody for giving my album to.
Is that
Mr. John
Jonah?
Frusciante.
Yeah.
big up Jonah!
Woo!
I had to take it for a minute there and realise what SSL ones were. Like, a bit of a silly moment.
Do you forewarn your neighbours before you play at home?
No.
They love it, don't
Not,
they?
yeah, if they're in, they're normally quite happy. But I normally record videos when they're not here. They're normally at work, so I can kind of get away with it. I don't really play that loud though. I mean, that's the thing is that I don't really enjoy like loud. I do on certain occasions, but in home I don't play silly loud. It's only about 78 to 80 dB. It's not really that loud.
What should I get? HX, effects, or build a pedal board? Been playing 20 years, but have only owned a wah and a delay pedal.
I can't answer that because it's totally independent of what you want. The HX effects gives you everything at a really good price point for everything, and it sounds amazing and it's very easy and it's very simple to use and you can get multiple pedal boards. So I would recommend the HX, but it does require some learning. Whereas pedals, you just plug them in and you turn the dials until it sounds right. If you know what I mean. The HX does require a little bit more. So personally, I would recommend the HX, but it's totally down to you of what you want, really, at the end of the day.
How are you so cool?
I'm not. Thank you very much, Dave. I'm totally uncool. I will never be cool, but thank you very much.
What are your rabbits' names?
Penny and Lenny.
Dave, where did your
Technically Joe's rabbit.
Yes, but you like them. Dave, where did your Ukraine flag go, and do you ever go back to the old country?
No. But it's still in the other room.
What's your top 5 guitarist of all time?
Top 5?
Yep.
John Frusciante, Jimi Hendrix, Roy Gallagher, Peter Green, and Mike McCready.
There we go. What do you think to the band Ghost?
I don't have an opinion on them. Not my kind of thing.
I've never heard you mention Ibanez S521 or... Oh no, you've said that. I've done that one. What are your thoughts on the Supergrass reunion?
I didn't really like Supergrass when they were around in the first place. Supergrass aren't a band for me. I just never really liked them. They didn't do anything for me musically or feel-wise, so I don't really, I don't know, there's a lot of reunions going on. I do feel that some of them are a bit of a cash
I saw
grab.
that they were doing it earlier.
Yeah, it just feels like a cash grab sometimes. People don't do things sometimes for the genuine right reasons. They do it because their wallet's getting light. Not to say they are, but I'm just saying in the past that has happened a lot. It's got proper meaty Les Paul tone there.
Is that Richard?
This is Richards, yeah.
Yeah.
I can see why he loves it though, 'cause it does sound meaty,
Yeah,
but
it is.
honky. It's got a real honk.
Honk.
Yes.
What do you think of the state of modern music? Will we ever get another Guitar Hero?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Yeah.
Modern music is just made cheaply and efficiently for the masses. Talent, studying and honing your instrument, developing as an artist, growing as a band, are all things that the music business cannot wait for anymore. They want you to be this right now. They don't have to wait because they need to capitalise on you. And when you're done, you're in the bin. So guitar heroes right now are a no-no. Guitar heroes, people who play the guitar and like virtuoso guitarists or whatever in the mainstream won't happen for a while, for a long time, if ever again. And I say if ever again because I don't feel it's going to happen. We need like a grunge movement or a punk movement or like British blues boom or Jimi Hendrix. We need another Jimi Hendrix. But the problem is there's no platform and no infrastructure for that in music. The next Jimi Hendrix could be down the road from you.
They have to be like a commodity, don't
Yeah,
they?
commodity. That's exactly it. You're not an artist. You're not there to make a living and be commercial. Be a success and grow as a musician. You're there to make them money. And if you don't make money, get lost. And you have to look, act, and be a certain way. And it's a sad state of affairs. And here's an E chord to develop to just show how horrible that is. That was a G note, but technically all in. But yeah, it's ridiculous. The infrastructure of music today is just absolute shambles. I despair in it.
Have you ever played an Epiphone Explorer? If so, what's your opinion?
I love Epiphones. I love Explorers. I never would own an Explorer, but I love them. And I have played a few Epiphone Explorers. I've played a few Gibson Explorers as well, and they are awesome guitars. But they're not a guitar for me. I would never own an Explorer, but they are great guitars. The only issue I had with the Epiphone one was the muddy pickups. Though. I didn't really like the pickups, but the guitars themselves are right.
Hi from Austria.
Hello!
Do you know a difference between the old and new Jubilees? Would you buy a reissue?
I would, yeah, definitely. I mean, having played a reissue, I would definitely buy a reissue if I could. I've said since I tried Ian's Jubilee that if I was to ever get a valve amp, it would either be a Plexi, a super bass, or it would have to be a proper Plexi super bass, which puts it well out of my price range, or a Silver Jubilee. How do they differ to an original? I don't know. I've never tried an original. In the comparison videos I've heard and seen, they sound well different. The mid-range is different. The whole voice of the amp is different. But I don't know. They're still great amps. The reissue Jubilees are gorgeous.
Where am I? Just want to say thanks for the Play Like John Frusciante series. Any chance you'll do a By the Way or Under the Bridge?
Fingers crossed. We're going to start doing lessons streaming on my website instead of YouTube. Because then we don't have to adhere to the copyright nonsense that's going on with YouTube. So hopefully we'll be streaming lessons on Under a Bridge, stuff like that, on my website at some point soon. Watch this space.
Can the Frusciante distortion plus wah-wah tone be played with the Boss Katana without pedals?
No. Sadly not. You need a DS2 and you need a wah-wah pedal. It doesn't have to be an Ibanez, but you do need both of them for it to really... I mean, you can kind of pseudo it. If you kind of like go for distortion, especially with the Vox Silvertop, you can kind of pseudo it. You can kind of do it, but it's not right. There's no white noise there, but you need, really. And you need to be on the bridge pickup, so you lose some of the oomph.
Please do a video where you take your Jaguar and recreate John's Jaguar.
Well, Fiesta Red it. I don't want a Fiesta Red my Jaguar. I'd have to buy one because my dream Jaguar is a white one with a matching headstock and tortoiseshell's pickguard, and that's what I've got, and I don't want to change that. So if I was to, I would love to do it. I've actually thought about this. I've thought of buying a white Squire Jag and refinishing it in red, so when it wears through, you'll have a white undercoat. But I can't afford that. Squire vintage modified Jags are way too expensive, sadly.
Poo Ninja is just dropping a
Oh,
thumbs
that
up.
name is one of the best
Poo
names.
Ninja!
Yeah.
It's one of the best names ever.
Oh.
It's going to catch up the repost. It's going to catch the repost.
Cool, thank you.
What do you think of the new 70s classic vibe?
They look cool. They look really cool, and I'd like to try one. But again, maybe one day.
Please will you release your untitled songs on CD? You said when you started that you would when you did 10. We're still waiting for those great tracks.
They're all on my Bandcamp. I can't release them on CD. It's too expensive for me to do it. I can't actually afford to do it. That's why they're on Bandcamp, because that's the only way I can actually afford to get music out. If I was to, what did I figure out? One sec. If I was to make physical copies and have them printed, burnt, and properly as untitled, which is what I want to do. I'd also like to release them on vinyl, but that'll never happen because that's way out of my price range as well. I would have to charge the earth for them to make money back. Otherwise, I'd be massively out of pocket, and I can't afford to be out of pocket, sadly. I wish I could, but sadly I can't. That's why all my Untitles are on Bandcamp. I need to update it with Volume 2, but Volume 1 is on there at this point in time, but I will get it up there. But sadly, physical CDs are too expensive for me to do, sadly, and it really guts me, because I would love that. I would love to release my For John album, again, on CD and vinyl. That would that's like a dream, but it can't happen because I don't have the money to afford it, sadly. It's a real shame.
What do you think about Justin Jordan? The guy who plays, it says shovels, but does he mean shovels?
Oh! I know what you mean. I don't really have much of an opinion on him, to be fair yet, but I know what you mean. Great guitarist, but it's a bit, when you've seen it, you've seen it. I mean, he's a great guitarist. I'm not taking that away from him, but it is one of those things where what he plays, and that's what it is. Not saying he's a one-trick pony, because he's not, but it's cool. But it's like, it's not going to get away with Dave Gilmour or Jimi Hendrix.
What is it about PRS guitars you don't like?
Necks. I don't like the necks. And they just don't fit in my hand. They feel boxy.
What is your favourite part of Slane Castle?
Silence.
The cogs are turning.
Parallel universe solo.
Oh, right. I was going to say, is it in Parallel Universe when both John and Flea both
Go
go
like that.
digga 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 exactly
And
the
they're
same
perfectly in
time?
time
That's
with
one of
each
my
other.
favourite shots of that whole. It's so good.
I'm not gonna play anymore just because I got
I
copyright.
know, so I
flag.
was going to say, it's such a shame you
It
can't
does.
play it.
At the end of it, where it goes like, ridiculous. He goes to the right side of the stage.
Yeah.
I'm just starting to salivate.
And the intro, John.
And the intro jam, yeah, which again I daren't play.
Ah.
Just scared.
Yeah.
The whole copyright thing just makes you scared to play things. I mean, that freaks me out. Like, I've played that now. I
Yeah, but
can't
that's
really
part of a
buy it.
solo, like one solo.
Yeah, I know. I'm just kind of like, oh god. No, we're Warner Brothers. We own improvisation. You own nothing.
I'm Warner 1,
Music
he's
belongs
Warner
to
2.
us. Yeah, yeah. Music belongs to us. That's what I'm just.
What were the first and last albums you bought?
Crikey. First album I ever bought, Linkin Park.
Yes!
The first album, Linkin Park's first album, was the first album I ever bought. I mean, the second album I ever bought was Smash by The Offspring. Then I got Dookie again. I had Dookie on tape, but it was given to me, and it was on like a thingy. But the first album I ever bought was Linkin Park. What's the first album called? Is it just called Linkin Park?
No, it's
Hybrid Theory.
Hybrid Theory. Because I
Hybrid Theory,
remember Mum was like, Linkin Park?
Yeah, who's Linkin Park? Yeah, so that was the first album. And the last album I bought, I don't remember. I don't remember what the last album I bought was. I don't remember. I don't remember.
Where's the red bullet?
It's upstairs.
You were. Sorry.
That feedback. Wanted to go.
Listen to the sustain on that.
just go and have a bite and that'll still be going. Is that copyright law as well? Nigel talked to us saying, "No, sorry, it's copyright law to 11.
To 11.
Yeah.
Have you ever used Cubase for home recordings?
Yes, I have. I used Cubase tons and it was always really good. Apart from, there was always a hiss in the background. But it's great. So I just want to play another G chord. It's that slight edge of feedback thing this guitar's got. It's gorgeous. I wonder if it's due with it being hollow. I don't know. Gorgeous guitar.
Dave, out of all your PlayStation platforms, which is your favourite?
PlayStation 2, probably. PlayStation 3, because it's got Resident Evil Remake. PlayStation 4, because it's got Resident Evil 2 Remake. But PlayStation 2 is the one where, like, you know, you've got, like, because you can play all your PS1 games on it, and you've also got games like Resident Evil Code Veronica and stuff like that, and Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater, stuff like that, and Max Payne.
Max Payne.
Yeah, and the PS2 is probably the one I've got most games for. PS3 came out, there wasn't as many games that I wanted. PS4 came out, there definitely wasn't as many. PS2 was constantly, like, and PS1 as well. So yeah, PS2 probably my favourite.
Do you like Biffy Clyro?
Not really, no, but not really. Again, not really on my radar. They're good at what they do, but they're not for me.
Strats.
What?
Play Strats.
Does play Strats, yeah. I played his signature Squire as well. And it's really cool. His signature guitar is a Squire because he wanted it to be affordable.
Right, yeah.
Because Fender was saying, "I will make it a Fender." He's like, "No, I want
No,
it to be a Squire,
yeah.
so
Yeah, too right.
People think I'm bonging.
You know, it's actually giving them much of a reason.
They
not to
think
that,
I'm
though,
bonging. Are you bonging?
I am bonging. What was the process of building your MG100 HFX into the Plexi style case? I have recently bought one and was considering doing the same.
You'd have to talk to my friend Andy about that. I don't do it.
FA guitars, isn't it?
FA guitar cabs, yeah. You'd have to talk to Andy about that. I don't know how he does it, but I do know he cuts about an inch, well, near enough about an inch, out of the chassis to fit the chassis in. Other than that, I don't really know how he does it. You'd have to talk to Andy about that. I just let him do it, and I just enjoy it because I'm not very good at that kind of thing.
Where's the Tokai, Dave?
It's upstairs as well. I debated whether to use it for the live stream, but the Oswald one, because I couldn't decide. Joe decided for me.
What's that?
Which guitar to use.
Oh yeah, I did. Dave, hi. I have been struggling with JF's muting technique, for example, for Can't Stop. Do you have any advice?
Sorry, what again? Sorry.
I have been struggling with John Frusciante's muting technique, for
Yes.
example, for Can't Stop. Do you have any advice?
It's just a case of getting this hand to kill the strings you don't want to hear, and it takes a long, long time. To do that, it just takes a bit of time. Your fingers have to learn how to do it. I struggled for ages. I had to play Can't Stop the usual way of just going, picking notes individually until I could actually finally go, that. God, isn't it annoying? I can't do it
Yeah,
anymore.
that's so bad.
Drives me balmy, it really is. It just takes time. You just got to develop your own kind of way of doing it. It's just a case of like using your first finger to kind of like, if I want to play that E note on the 7th fret on the A string, and I just want to mute it, my first finger then is just fretting that, and it's killing the D, G, B, and high E strings. So, and then my thumb is coming over the top and killing the low E. But it just develops. It just eventually will happen. You just got to keep going at it and going at it and going at it and going at it, and over a couple of like months, you will develop a way to do it, and you will eventually get it. It just takes time.
Do you offer one-to-one lessons?
Not yet, but I will do at some point.
What are your thoughts on Tyler? Is it Bryant's
Tyler Bryant, Shakedown.
playing? Yeah.
Don't really have one. It's just, it is what it is. He's not a guitarist who I'm that interested in, to be fair with you, if I'm being perfectly honest. He's a great guitarist, but he's not on my radar. I have a very small radar.
Will you do a how to play like Richie Blackmore series?
Sadly not, no. I'd like to, but again, Deep Purple
The
blockers.
copyright law, innit?
Deep Purple blockers and copyright
I don't think you can do anything now without being
But
copyrighted.
you do see other channels like getting away with doing like covers of like under original stuff. But I'm sure they're getting flagged for it. But I must be on some kind of weird watch list or something. Because the moment I try and do anything like that, I'll upload it, they find it, and they clamp down on me. So I can't do anything.
Have I just
And I
gone?
don't want to lose my channel.
Do you
Work
spend
too
much
hard.
time gaming recent years?
Oh yeah. Constant, like a lot. I love playing games. Resident Evil 2 remake is like the best thing in the world.
I am looking for a amp within $500 to $600. Should I go for an Orange or Marshall?
Depends what you're after. CR120 plus Guitar 100. Marshall, I don't really know. It depends if you want solid state or valve as well. Depends what sound you want. So if you be a bit more specific with your comment, I'll try and elaborate.
Love the Echo guitar on the wall. I have an Echo Ranger 6, which was my 21st birthday present for me in 1980.
Awesome.
Very underrated guitars.
Yeah, indeed. That 12-string there is absolutely stunningly gorgeous. Dusty though, it needs cleaning.
Have you ever heard of Shane Combs? Yeah.
Yeah, I have. Don't know where from, but I have heard of him.
Will you challenge John Petrucci? Is it
John Petrucci.
That's the one. Petrucci to a guitar battle. I think you'd beat him.
I think you would beat Mike. I was right there. I would do it in a heartbeat, but it would be hysterically failing on my part. He's way too good.
I really like your blues playing. Do you listen to a lot of old Chicago and Delta blues?
Oddly enough, no. I do listen to it occasionally, but I listen to people like Peter Green more. I do love Chicago blues, like Buddy Guy and stuff like
Have you tried the Line 6 Pod HD 500 effects
No,
unit?
sadly not. No.
Just
A lot of people use them, and they do sound. I've heard them, and they do sound really cool, but I've never used one myself.
don't know what that was about. What did you do to that cat? It's not a cat.
What cat?
Put it
The
in
rabbit.
a shrinking machine.
The rabbit.
Right.
Put it in a gender altering machine.
Hi Dave, do you play any metal on guitar? If so, what songs bands are your fave to play?
I used to play Metallica loads. I did Pantera for a bit, but not for very long. But not really. Metal was never really top of the agenda.
Steve Ray Vaughan was my hero till I found your channel. You, sir, are a guitar god.
Thank you
very
very
much.
much. I don't know that. Thank you very much.
Aww. What is your favourite AC/DC song?
Hell's Bells.
Hell's
And I'd
Bells.
play it if I was allowed.
Play the Echo, Dave.
Play the what?
Echo.
Play Eco.
Echo.
It probably won't be in any form of tuning.
Okay. Have you ever used any guitar cleaning products?
Yeah. I use finger ease.
Fingeries.
Crimson Guitars stuff. Recently I've tried that, and I won't be using anything other from now on. Crimson Guitars makes some amazing guitar cleaning products.
Bob Blake said, my hair's going the same way, Dave.
Brothers in Balding.
All about it.
Brothers in Balding.
Brothers in Balding.
Do you like Rush?
Yes, love Rush. Again, I'll play Rush, but I can't because they block as well. Although if I'm sure if they found out that happened, I'm sure they wouldn't.
Yeah.
The record companies more sometimes than the artists. Some of the artists are blockers. Not, people like Paul McCartney are blockers. But people like Rush, sometimes it's just the record companies who are doing it.
Got no control over
No
it.
control over it.
If you could have any hairstyle in the world, what would it be?
John Frusciante's long hair at Slane Castle.
Do you like Oasis?
Love Oasis. I grew up with Oasis. I was a 90s kid. I was born in 86. But Britpop was my era of music. Well, Britpop and grunge was my era of music.
Was Jimi Hendrix a big Rory Gallagher fan?
Yes.
Was he?
Yeah. There's a quote, I don't know if it's true, but there's a quote from Jimi Hendrix. Somebody said to Jimi Hendrix, are you the best guitarist in the world? He says, no, you want to see the best guitarist in the world, go and see Rory Gallagher.
Is that what he said?
Apparently, whether it's true or not, I don't know. I can imagine Jimmy would say something like that, because he was very kind of like, he would very downplay his being the best guitarist in the world. He didn't believe it. He was just a guitarist at the end of the day to him. He was here to make play guitar.
Favourite wacky Anthony Kiedis lyric?
Oh wow, yes, great question.
I know immediately which one was that. Soul to Squeeze.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah, because we can't even sing
I
it,
can't
can
even
we?
sing it. Can I get done for it?
Are you going to
I
get
can't
copyright
get
for
done
that?
again.
Because that sounded really similar.
Yeah, I know. It's like I'll get a copyright claim tomorrow from Warner Brothers. You did this from this bit. This
One
bit
ding
in
ding
your
ding
live
ding
stream.
ding.
Yeah.
Mine is, can I say it? Can you say the lyrics or not sing
I
them?
don't know. Someone got copyright the other day for saying lyrics.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I've got a really good
What is
one.
it though?
I
can't say it.
I really want to sing it.
Say it.
as well.
Oh, you can't sing it. Just say
Okay.
it.
A creamy beaver, hotter than a fever. I'm a giver because she's a receiver.
It'd have to be a dirty one.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Say that then. What's the other lyric I really like?
And then it
I
carries
like
on.
I like the lyrics from She Looks to Me, same kind of where he goes, lost in the valley without my horses.
Oh.
No one can tell me what my remorse is.
Yes.
I mean that's a gorgeous lyric.
I mean, yeah, that the one I just said is like my. Because
That's
whenever I sing it,
that's
I
all
laugh.
that's kinky Anthony.
There's
that
kinky
is,
Anthony,
isn't
and I like that. But if we were to, classic,
Classic,
awesome, he's got
yeah.
some awesome,
Yeah, he's got
awesome
some gorgeous
lyrics
lines,
as well.
yeah.
But I always laugh when I sing that one.
It's just genius lyrics.
The way he sings it.
And no one
isn't it?
else can get away with doing
No,
lyrics
exactly.
like that.
I wouldn't take them
Anthony Kiedis.
seriously.
No. Don't do it, sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
no,
carry
no,
away
I
with
want-
the Anthony
We
Kiedis
got
stuff,
talking
though.
about cream of beef.
Agree with the bit.
It's amazing.
Do you like Epiphone Les Paul Customs?
Yeah, I do. Epiphone Les Paul Customs are really nice. I think they're better than standards, actually. I think there's something about the custom that's better than standard. My standard's on the wall there. But, yeah.
Top 5 pedals you'd recommend?
Vox Silvertop Wah, Zoom G2, 0.1U, Marshall Governor, Tone City Golden Plexi, Boss. Have I said Boss DS2?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Or
you
Boss
saying.
DS2. I don't know. That would be what I'd pick. I don't know if I've repeated myself. I'd recommend Boss DS2 twice though.
Can you play some math rock, emo rock?
Sadly not. No, sorry. How many people we got in the stream?
204.
What? Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's more people than we play to.
Yeah, it is.
If you had to choose between your HXFX and an individual pedals, which would you choose?
Good point. Because the HX is a pedalboard killer. Because it has more and you have multiple ability. If someone was putting a gun to my head and said, right, you can have this or you can have this, I'd go for the HX because it's just got more options and more of a stuff. I mean, this all the sounds you're hearing is just the HX. It's just gorgeous.
Reaction to Cities allowing Rosewood again.
Awesome. Means if I ever go abroad, I can take the 62. If I ever go to see Master Nick, I can take the 60 Strat.
Do you like the Andersons channel?
Anderson's channel, I do, yeah, I do like. I've watched the Anderson channel for years. I still remember like the first video I ever watched was like the first video they ever did, which was the How to Sound Like Slash video or something like
Are you a fan of Bottom, Dave? Noticed a pic of Richie and Eddie in a few vids.
that. Yeah.
Hell
Massive
yeah.
fan. Rick Mail is like one of my all-time heroes, and I never got to meet him sadly, but he's all my heroes, all-time heroes.
What are your favourite bands currently?
Favorite bands currently? There's always the Chili Peppers, obviously. I don't know. I've got loads. There's far too many to list. I've got so many.
Would you recommend the Seymour Duncan's SSL ones?
I would recommend them. Yeah, I mean they're good. They weren't really for me, but they do that thing. They do the Strat thing. I didn't really. They weren't doing it for me eventually, but they are great pickups. I can't say they're not. I can't say they're terrible pickups because they're certainly not. Sorry, and it does go like I'm literally playing like a G major, E minor, C major, and D major, and it just with that effect, it's just like one of the most gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't it?
It's just dead relaxing. It's nice to play. It's a really weird thing. It's like when I can play guitar like this, it's kind of like I'm unconsciously going to things. I'm not thinking about what I'm playing. I'm nicking the idea from Devin Townsend to be totally unconscious to what I'm doing. And you end up like doing things that you wouldn't necessarily think you're doing. So I'm not thinking about what I'm playing. My fingers are just doing
Yeah.
it. So I'm not necessarily thinking about it because I'm thinking about what people are asking me. So I'm just playing the guitar unconsciously.
You're not thinking about it.
Not
He does
thinking
that a
about
lot,
it.
doesn't he? While he's doing his Q&A.
Yeah, he finds it a lot easier, and I've got to say,
Does
since
he
I
do
started doing
Q&A?
Yeah,
it
at the end of
just
his
plays
shows.
throughout,
Oh.
and it is just with this kind of sound, and it is very therapeutic.
It's
really nice to
relaxing.
do. I'd really recommend it. It's not been obnoxious. It's just kind of like because I'm really focusing on what people are saying, but it is a very nice thing to do.
What cab do you recommend with the orange CR120?
JCM 900, cheap, best cab in the world.
You're my idol, bro.
Thank you.
Have you tried the Zoom G5 effects pedal?
No, but I'd like to try more Zoom pedals. It's just getting hold of them and having the budget to do it. That's the thing. It's just money when it comes down to it, sadly. And Zoom won't sponsor me.
Dave, you're breathtaking.
I've been called a lot of things in my time, but never that. But thank you very much.
What was the process of... Oh, no, we've said that one. Greetings from New York City, one of my
No
fave
way.
guitarists.
Hello.
Hi from Amsterdam, I was going to say.
So close
Hi
to
from
doing a really
Amsterdam.
crap New York accent.
I was going to do a really bad New York
Hey
accent.
Barbie, what did you do to your hair?
That was terrible.
Wipe it.
Good, I liked it. I liked it.
Justin100 Forwin has donated £5.
Thank you very much indeed.
You're
Thank you. I
the-
appreciate it very much. Thank you.
You're the best guitarist on YouTube and most inspiring. Aw.
Thank you very much.
Hi.
Pete Thorne's the best guitarist in the world.
What do you think of Warman pickups?
I never tried them, so I can't say.
Do you control the volume you play at from the amp or the guitar? Love the videos, man. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, it's the guitar. It's just set it. The amp set it, forget it. I don't tweak the amps. Once the amp's set, leave it alone.
That's it. Set it and forget it. Set it and forget it.
I've never tweaked. I don't like tweaking. Once the amp's set, I don't touch it again.
This is really the best live on YouTube I've ever seen. You read almost every comment. Thanks to you both. Aww.
Well, I don't want to miss out. I don't like the idea of people missing out. We don't like the idea of people missing
No.
out. If we've got something we want to ask, we'll be here until we finish, until we have to go. It's only fair. You support this channel, so we're gonna do what we can. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it's not fair, isn't it? It's not cool.
I hope you do this live chat again. I love it. Both of you and Len are awesome.
Oh, don't forget Penny.
Oh, and the newbie.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Hello from Pratt, Kansas.
Kansas, also.
Kansas.
It's amazing.
I know, that's
it's
insane.
The world.
That is insane.
It blows my mind. It's a cool side of the internet.
Yeah. What is the PV Bandit lacking that keeps it from becoming your favourite amp? Why is Marshall MG and your Orange amp better? Do you prefer the new Bandit to older?
I haven't tried the new Bandit, but the thing the PV Bandit lacked was, lack of a better word, grace. The PV Bandit, the red stripe and the silver stripe I had, were in-your-face clunky. They had a very strong mid-range, whereas the MG and the Orange have this very smoothness about them. They're very graceful in the way they sound. They flow. The PV Bandit always felt a bit like, come on, man! It always felt a bit aggressive. And the katanas have got this as well. There's a flow to them that not all amps have.
Just want to say that you are an amazing guitarist and I love watching your videos. Greetings from Denmark.
Thank you very much.
Really good to see people tipping Dave and Joe. Do so much. Oh, that's right. Really good to see people tipping. Dave and Joe do so much and are very deserving.
Thank you very much indeed.
I don't really do much,
We
but
try.
I just go and eat KFC.
Yeah,
That's me.
as everyone saw from Backcaster video, everyone knows Joe's massive
Love for KFC.
love for KFC.
Much love from Israel. Your music does wonders to the soul, and the two of you doing this live chat is a sunshine for us people on the tube.
Awesome.
Stop
Let us know
Brexit.
sorry, just one sec. Let us know where you're all from. I want to know where you're all
Yeah.
from. I love knowing where people are from on these things.
Stop Brexit. Well, he's always in the background. I don't get that one. Next year, YouTube will stop the comment section. What's your thoughts on that one?
Really? Stop the comment section. That'd be naff. It's just another bloody YouTube silliness. What's the point?
Dominic Woodward has donated £2.
Thank you
Love
very
this,
much
guys.
indeed. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Do you like Monty Python?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Are you a fan of Sean Lane?
Not really. Well, no, not really. Good guitar is not really for me.
Dave, have you ever thought about a subscribers giveaway competition? Maybe an old scratch plate signed by yourself?
I have thought about doing giveaways, yeah. I would kill to give a guitar away. I would love to give a guitar away. It's just too expensive to send a guitar around the world and I can't afford it, which really annoys me. But yeah, I will do. I'd like to start doing giveaways. Like I say, scratch plates would be really cool. I could give away scratch plates and t-shirts and plectrums and stuff like that.
Nudie pens.
Nudie pens.
Nudie pen.
That'll be a big seller.
Tip it upside
Turn it
down
upside
and
down,
watch.
the guitar goes away!
This is you straddling a guitar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting a bit dark.
Oh, yeah.
No one wants Dave Nudie pens. That's not cool.
Of course they do. Who wants nudie pens?
What
No,
Dave?
no,
What Dave?
no.
What Dave
Who
nudie pen?
wants
Yeah.
Len Nudie pens?
Yeah.
I'd rather have a Len nudie pen.
I would.
Dave's World of Fun is excellent. Yes, Dave, from Dave's World of Fun, mentioned it. Who is closer to you, Jimmy Page or Richie Blackmore? Can you play some? Love you, Dave. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Richie Blackmore, but no, I can't play. I need to get copyright infringed.
I love to hear him complain about stuff.
Who, me?
You are good at complaining.
Come on.
I think, yeah,
We're
we're,
a
all
na-
pretty good. We're all pretty good at ranting.
We're a nation of moaners,
are.
aren't
We're
we?
British, we complain all the time.
How old are you?
175 this year.
You're 175.
Yeah. I'm Gandalf. You want that age, age, but
Gandalf.
some people say I'm Gandalf.
Some people say I'm like Gandalf.
I've got to wake up to school in 5 hours, but I can't because of this live stream.
Don't go to school.
Blame me.
Toad
The
lick.
teacher says, why are you sleepy? It's like Dave Simpson. I will take the fall.
You could get t-shirts that Dave Simpson made me do
Did
it.
Dave Simpson
It made me do it. Yeah, that's so good. Toadlick has donated $10. Says buy some fresh strings or whatever. Keep rocking. Thank you.
I do actually need fresh strings. The ones on this Oswald are absolutely dead.
Dave has hands like Buckethead. I told you you look like Buckethead.
Loads of people have said, are you Bucket?
Really?
Like
Well, I'm going to Google it. Look, what's his actual name? Will it come up?
Brian Carroll.
Brian Carroll.
Do you listen to Peter Frampton?
Not really.
No.
Every now and again.
Because we're catching up on like the comments. A lot of people have said hi, Dave's sister.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because trying to get through them all, it's a lot.
Oh,
I'm still on questions from 8:15, and it's now 9:10.
Yeah, like an hour. It's like an hour.
Yeah, I'm an hour behind.
Oh, that's it.
Classic Park, not Jurassic Park. Classic Park.
That's great.
So, yeah, it's just this massive park out in Venezuela somewhere where they brought back to life loads of composers who then go on a rampage, start eating the tourists.
It's all
I can hear my Mozart. Yeah.
it's orchestral, not necessarily classical.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah. Your sister is the bee's knees.
Oh,
Bee's knees.
there's my knees. Check out these knees.
What kind of music do your rabbit like? Thin Lizzy.
Lizzie.
Saint Davidoff. Yes. That picture proves Dave is our guru.
Yes.
Have you ever heard John Legend Show Me? Great guitar line.
No. Mine's shredding.
Dave likes flying V's. Wow, really surprised. You had a vintage, didn't you?
Just gonna respond in shreds.
Yeah, I look like a Brian May sketch. I'm gonna start responding to questions with guitar solos. So, Dave, what's your favourite colour? Really? That's interesting.
She deserves everything. Well done for getting Dave playing guitar.
Oh, say that again.
That's-
She deserves everything. Well done for getting Dave playing guitar.
Oh, nice. It was Dave's curiosity, really.
Yeah, but it was your fault.
It's all my fault. I'm happy to take the credit for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the credit.
Yeah,
I'll have that.
I'll happily take the credit for all of your talent.
You played "Be My Friend" by Free in a recent video. Any chance of
That'll be
hearing
on a recent
it now?
Sadly not, no, because it gets copyright flagged. I actually got flagged for that song. Can't be in a fairly recently. I haven't played copyright stuff for quite a while now. But...
Have you ever played the Randall amps?
Yeah, I don't like Randall amps. They don't do it for me. They're great, but they just don't work for me.
Love the Cajon in the Dukes.
Hey! Yes, you do.
The whole thing.
Oh, someone asked, would you ever consider doing a live Dukes show for tips?
Dukes is on the rocks at this point in time.
Yeah.
We're watch this space.
Watch this
Yeah.
space.
We don't know where we are with that at this point in time.
Nearly 50,000 subs. Reckon you can upload your HX patches for us at all?
How do you do that? I have no idea. If I can figure out how to do it, I will. But I have no idea how to do it.
That sounds like
Sounds too much like Halloween.
Halloween,
doesn't it?
yeah.
Big John Carpenter going, "Stop playing me songs."
Stop being a tease and bring out the Tokai Strat.
where is the top
It's
line?
upstairs in a rack.
Nice rack.
Stone Roses?
Occasionally, not a great deal, but I do.
I do.
I like Stone Roses.
Yeah. I saw him the other year.
I thought you was gonna saw them the other day.
Just
Saw them the other day down the street, like.
It's got all Van Halen.
What do you think about Royal Blood? I think their tone is quite unique. I love
It
you,
is
Dave.
really cool, but they are quite limited to what they can do. They should get a guitarist in, and then just give them a bit more sonic spectrum space. They can only do so much before they just sound the same. There's only so many times on a bass guitar you can kind of with an octave like. You can only do riffs like that so many times before it's like, sounds the same.
How long
You've got
does
to keep reinventing.
a reinvent? How long does it take to get as fluent as you with the guitar?
17 years so far.
What do you?
2002, 2019, 17 years, isn't it?
17 years, yeah.
17 years, a long time. Takes a long time to be
Have you? Did
fluent with guitar. What?
it's not even switched on. Okay. What do you think of? Is it Varix guitars?
Variax.
Variax, yeah.
They're good, not for me, but they are good. They're fun.
I wonder if in the future they will copyright and delete videos for using G-code because someone already used it.
Most probably. You get copyrighted infringed for G-code because it's Ziggy Stardust.
What tattoos do you have on your arm, Dave?
I have Miyamoto Musashi on my arm.
Hi, I am from Dallas.
Cool.
Dallas, yes. Yes. What's your favourite chord?
Probably D minor. In that position. That chord. It's just sad. It's great. I don't know. I've got a lot of nice. Look like chord. This is a really cool chord. I don't know what it is, but it's cool. E.
Do you know of or like the Meat Manifesto, aka the Guitar Manifesto?
I've never heard of it.
Big Beat Manifesto.
Yeah.
Big Beat's the best. Get high all the time.
You're gonna be bad.
Oh no, no! Because you bet you can't say that, can you? Oh yeah, God, yeah. I'm gonna go outside. Sorry if I've ruined it.
No, I think it's alright. Many wood could be woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. How much?
£5.
£5.
I don't know.
Well, Metalhead Hippie has donated $5 because you're awesome. You are going to do another video with Philippa Q.
Thank you very much. I'd like to. It just depends on what we can do because we can only do Chili Peppers collaborations.
Are you
We had
Jesus?
Californication planned as well. And we did Californication. We had Can't Stop planned, sorry. We didn't get anywhere.
Are you Jesus?
No.
Rory Gallagher or the comedian Gallagher?
What?
Rory Gallagher or the comedian Gallagher?
Rory.
John is God and Dave is Jesus.
I'm the illegitimate son of John Frusciante.
Have you ever played an Eastman SB59?
I haven't, no.
Oh. When you metamorphose into Fat Jazzman, will you be called Nelson Van Dyke or the Reverend Johnson Booth?
No, I'll be called Fat Delta Dave.
Delta Dave.
Delta Dave, did you?
Yeah. It's like, Dave, do you want to get up off your seat? I can't, I'm too fat.
Okay.
Here's a note for you. Can you play any more? No, my finger fills the entire fretboard.
Hi everyone, I just want to say that I just done my evening guitar practice after returning from a psychotherapist and now I will draw instead of smoking weed as I did before.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well done, sir.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a question.
You were like,
Joe's just kind of for some reason decided to eat a face.
What happened to your clinic with Mike Bradley?
Mike Bradley, it fell through.
Just never took
Oh.
off, did it?
No, but no, it wasn't enough interest. No one. We sold like 5 tickets, which wasn't enough considering it was London. It cost me double the amount to get there. I've noticed though he's doing a clinic though now with somebody else. It's actually going ahead. He's actually doing a guitar clinic soon.
All right. Well,
Which is
that's
really
good.
cool,
Good for him. Yeah. If you were to have your own signature guitar, which would it be, and what options and colours would they be?
See, if I had a signature guitar, I spoke about this in a video recently. What it would be, it'd be a weird mix-up of a Les Paul, a Fender Jaguar, and a Fender Stratocaster. It's really strange. I've got this idea in my head, but I could talk about it for hours, and I don't want to because I'll be there for hours, and it will bore the hell out of people.
I've been there.
It's like a mix between a Les Paul, Jaguar, and a Stratocaster.
What is the black Strat on the wall?
That's Joe's Squire Silver Series from 1993. It's a rather gorgeous guitar, but it's really dusty and needs a restring because the strings are deader than dead.
Play something, mate. Anything.
One more reverb.
Very nice.
How was that?
Are you a fan of Steve Ray Vaughan?
Yes.
Can you relic a guitar to look like Steve Ray Vaughan's number 1?
Probably, but it'd be quite difficult.
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No. It's a tasty treat.
Oh dear. What do you think of the modified Speedies old band?
I don't know.
Have you ever tried a colour sound power booster?
No, I haven't, no.
Do you like Radiohead?
Yes.
How long did you practice before you ever played a gig?
I know, I did my first gig 4 months into playing guitar.
Oi, Dave.
Yes.
I really just want to thank you because watching your guitar reviews and 45-minute jamming sessions legit inspired me to play more electric. You're sick.
Awesome. Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that.
The guy you asked about the hot dog being a sandwich, just curious by the way, not trying to insinuate anything. That was Sid the Kid. Hello, is there any chance the stream could become horizontal? We've gone through that, haven't
No,
we?
sadly not. Maybe in the future when we can figure out how to actually get my phone to do it.
Who is the best, most charismatic frontman of all time?
There's loads. You can't narrow that down to one because you're like Jimi Hendrix, you've got Phil Lynott, you've got Prince, you've got so many people.
Do you like bands like Dinosaur Jr., Pavement, Smashing Pumpkins, Silver Jews?
Not really, no. I mean, they're great, but they're not really bands I listen to. I don't hate them. But it's
I
not-
like Pavement.
Yeah.
But it's not about me, is it?
But it's not about me.
So, welcome to an evening with Ty Simpson.
Yeah.
With guest Dave Simpson.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking.
Here's my guest tonight, Dave Simpson.
You're gay friends with. Hey Chandler! Yeah.
Oh my God, you have Vigo, the Carpathian, on your wall.
Yes!
The Solo of Moldavia command you.
What was will be.
And
What is.
will be no more.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Now is the season of evil. Bring me a child I may live again. A child? Then get glory eyes.
What do you think of the Fender Blues Junior?
Blues Juniors are awesome. Blues Juniors are mega amps.
What's your favourite Chili Peppers intro jam?
Good question. There's one where John uses a whammy pedal and it goes. He does that on a whammy pedal. That's one of my favourite intro jams. Slaying Castle is obviously another. There's so many. It's so hard to pick just one. There's like so many amazing intro jams.
Pooh Ninja
Yes!
has asked, what's your favourite non-guitar related pastime?
Probably play computer games. I love that.
Humbuckers or single coils, and do you like strats that have a humbucker in bridge, or are 3 single coils your preference? Just wondering.
3 single coils are my preference, but I don't have a problem with humbucker in a Strat, but I'm a single coil kind of guy. I do like humbuckers, but not much.
Will you ever demo the Line 6 Helix?
If I can get my hands on a Helix, I would, but they're like $1,000. And I was like, my budget is like 200 quid. So I'm a bit far off. But yeah, I'd love to demo Helix, but you know, the HX is about as close as I'll ever get, probably.
What speakers do you like the most with your CR120?
The Celestion G1275s. They're amazing. Best speaker in the world.
Just got my new guitar delivered from FedEx. What is it?
Nice.
You
Yeah,
haven't
you
said
can't-
what it is.
Oh, you've got to tell us what the guitar is. That's not fair.
Oh no. No, I'm going to skip that question.
What?
Yo, Joe and Dave, any embarrassing Joe stories?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. I've got a great Joe story here. Right. For about a month, Joe was obsessed with peanut M&Ms. Right, she was absolutely obsessed with peanut M&Ms. She ate them all the time until she broke a tooth on it, but that's a different story. This story revolves around Joe's weird sleep talking antics. So there we were, asleep, and I woke up to Joe murmuring. Like that, and I was like, what the hell? So this is like proper at the height of a peanut binge. And literally, Joe at the top of a voice just randomly shouted in her sleep, "Peanuts!" And that was weird. Yeah, creepy.
Oh.
Joe the Peanut.
Fiend.
Peanut Joe.
Peanut fiend. Peanut Joe.
Peanut Joe. You are an awesome guitarist, Dave. Better than a lot who have made it. Keep rocking, mate. My playing has come on tenfold watching you.
Thank you very much. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you.
Thoughts on bands like Hum and Deftones?
Again, not really my kind of thing, but they are good. Quite a Deftones, but not. I don't listen to them a lot.
Do you think there is a difference between semi-hollow body guitars and solid body guitars, even at high volumes?
Yeah, I mean, this sounds totally different to a solid bodied Les Paul. Still got the Les Paul quack, that kind of like duck kind of almost quack, but I don't know. There's a bit of a bass, more bassiness to a solid body like Les Paul to a hard body or whatever. It's a bit more of a kind of like that 335 kind of quality with something like this.
Dave, do you watch other guitar-related YouTube channels, and who is your favourite?
I don't watch many. I watch Anderton's a bit. I watch that pedal show a bit. The main guy I watch is Pete Thorne, who's my favourite YouTube guitarist.
Hi
Love
from
me, Pete Thorne.
Bulgaria.
Awesome. Hello.
I have a reissued Jubilee, and it is amazing.
Yeah, they are stunning amps. Absolutely stunning amps.
What would you think to my... What do you think would happen to my guitar tone if I fill my Les Paul up with sand? I already brought a £50 bag of sand.
Would sound very gritty, wouldn't it? Be a bit of a gritty tone.
Yeah, they're not great.
Don't get it in your pants. Chafes.
Telling you.
Hey, to anybody in chat, I own code 25 and I cannot find information if I can use WoW with it. Can someone tell me because I don't want to waste money?
I don't understand that question.
I don't know. Have you ever tried a Squire Deluxe with the Seymour Duncan hot rails, and what are your thoughts on them?
Awesome guitars. Not my kind of guitar, but they are awesome guitars. I love hot rails. Hot rail humbuckers are amazing. And Dave Murray uses them. So.
Could you explain the use of your pinky anchoring under the pickups when playing fast pentatonics?
Anchoring? I don't know. I just do it. It's just something I just like to have my finger down. I don't really know what I do. It just happens. I really don't know. I really don't know.
Where's my KFC?
Sorry. Next time we go, we'll buy you one.
I ate it.
You hate KFC.
No, I
Let
ate
it. Be
it.
known throughout the land now that Joe hates KFC. So if you see her there,
I'd never
approach
hate.
her to death.
I'd never hate it. Streaming lessons on your website sounds like a good idea. What are your thoughts on Marshall JCM 600?
600? Is that your thing, is it?
Would it be 900 instead?
It's gotta be 900. I love the JSM 900. I prefer the 900 to the 800. Just because you don't have to crank the 900 to ear bleeding levels. But I don't know if there was a 600. I'm pretty sure there is a 600. I don't know. There's the JTM 60. But I don't know.
I'm going to buy your untitled tracks on Bandcamp. Thanks
you.
for reading out my question, Joe. Keep up the great videos, Dave.
Thank you very much.
R.I.P. Chester.
Indeed.
Hybrid theory.
Yeah, we're well behind here, aren't we?
We are, but you know, we can't help that.
I know. We might have to beast through a bit, maybe catch up, maybe with where we are,
Yeah, you can do if
just
you.
so it makes sense.
Do you want me to just quickly flick through them? Not now. Do you want me to click to where we are? You know, catch up and leave these questions out, or do you want me to just keep
I
going?
don't want to, but I do feel we're well behind. I mean, hybrid theory.
We are. I'm only on the question that was asked at 10 to 9, and it is now
9:30.
9:30. So,
So
40
40
minutes behind. Just answer them really quick.
Yeah, okay, I'll try my best. Okay.
Quick fire
okay.
round.
Okay, it's like what do you call it?
Lightning round.
Mastermind. That as well, yeah. Strangler. Go. I'm ready
I'm
for
asking.
it. I'm sat forward. Let's do this.
How do you feel about being inspirational to so many?
I'm never be able to answer this quick. I don't think of that. I don't think that way. It's really weird to think that you can have somebody's inspiration. It's dead strange. It's really weird. I don't know. My brain doesn't work that way.
Are you a fan of Weezer?
Yes. Correct. 5 points.
Hi Dave, I learned a lot from you. Thanks.
Awesome. Happy to hear. Thank you.
Do you think the vintage guitars are better quality than vintage modified Squires?
No, not in the slightest. I think vintage are worse quality. Vintage modified Squires are better.
Have you ever heard of Bernie by Fernandez Guitars?
Yes, they're amazing.
Dave, have you come across Cherry guitars, extremely well-made 90s guitars?
No.
How long did it take you to start improvising a solo?
About 6 to 7 years.
Hi Dave, just wanted to say I've just subscribed. I'm primarily a piano player but always wanted to learn guitar like Peter Green. Found your videos and started to learn. Cheers.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Cheers. Happy the videos are there to help.
Long time listener, first time live watcher. When will you challenge Buckethead in front of JF?
You know, that's like some weird thing. Like I challenge Buckethead to a duel in front of John Frusciante. Bit weird. I'll do it next week. I'll do it tomorrow if they're up for it.
Do you listen to Tool?
Yes.
Can you stream Minecraft gameplay?
No, I don't play Minecraft. I can stream Resident Evil.
How do you get a good tone out of CR60 amp?
CR60, go to the dirty channel, turn all the EQ down to 0, turn the volume all the way up, turn the gain all the way up, and just do everything from the volume control.
you want me to read one from the bottom and then you read one from that?
Oh yeah, it's alternate.
Yeah,
Alternate,
do that then.
yeah.
Hi Dave, I'd love to know your thoughts on J Tersa guitars. Do you like STP? If so, any ideas on how to get the guitar sound from Pop's Love Suicide? Thanks.
I don't really have an opinion on those guitars or anything. No, sorry.
Dave, I have a gift for you. How do I send it?
Contact me via the email address in my Q&As, the Dave Simpson 1986 email. Contact me through that.
Is Richie Blackmore still mad at you?
Richie Blackmore's mad at everyone, isn't he? I think Richie Blackmore was mad at his mum for giving birth to him.
What do you think of cab simulators?
Some can be good, some can be bad. It just depends on what it is.
Do you like the Princeton Reverb 65 and what's a good used price for one?
I don't know a good price for a Princeton Reverb. I've only ever tried old Princetons, and they were stunning amps, but I've never tried a new one.
I never see you play a guitar with a Floyd. I'm guessing you are not a fan.
No, I hate Floyd. They nearly gave me a nervous. But I had to restring one once in Old Hat, and it didn't play ball, and I lost one of the little block bits, and I nearly had a mental breakdown. I prefer Kahlers. Kahlers are more fun.
How many Harley Bentons have you tried?
Only one. I will say this. They keep either emailing me saying, am I interested? But bear in mind, this has been going on for a year now. I've been talking to Toman for a year about getting another Harley Benton to demo. And they keep messaging me saying, am I still interested? And I keep saying, yes. And they keep saying, oh, we'll send you it. And it's happened again. And they've just disappeared off the face of the earth again. I'm getting a bit cheesed off with it, to be honest with you.
Cheesed. Have you ever played, is it a Schecter guitars? Schecter.
Yeah, Schecter are great. Schecter are great guitars. They're not really my kind of guitar, but they are great guitars.
Hello from India, Dave. Really loved your Rory Gallagher videos.
Thank you very much.
Thoughts on George Lynch?
I love Dokken, so I like George. He's not as good as he used to be, sadly. I think he's got arthritis, which is an absolute caner. But he was an awesome guitarist. Absolute awesome guitarist. Dream Warriors! Don't sing it, you'll get copyright flag.
What pedal is that?
That's the Line 6 HX and a Vox Silvertop.
In your opinion, is the orange OR 15 a good way? 15 a good way to go for the John sound?
Yes and no. The problem with using the OR15 for John sound is it makes it really quiet because it's only a 15 watt. You'd be better off getting something a bit more high wattage because it's that cleanish tone you need. You can get it out of the OR, but you need to run it quiet, sadly. You're not going to get any decent volume out of it.
If you could ask for Shanti one question, what would it be?
I won't ask John anything, I'll just say thank you.
Most recommended guitar for under £200 with the Boss Katana 100.
Squire Bullet.
Favourite grunge band?
Oh, Gravy Jones. All of them.
Gravy Jones.
Do you like the colour shell pink for Strats?
No, can't stand it.
Dave, I have bought a WF10 thinking it would be the same.
It's not, sadly. As much as that pains me to say it now. The WH10 is the one you need. The WF10 is just too fuzzy. It doesn't have a right tone out, it's weird. John did use it, but he never used it live. He did have one, should I say, but he never used it live.
Dave, have you ever played a Fender HM Strat? If so, what do you think of them?
I've never tried one. Sorry.
Have you tried Hughes and Kettner amps?
Yes, I don't like them.
Have you ever tried a Dan Electro? And if so, what do you think?
Dan Electros are. I used to have a DC59, and I've tried some really old Dan Electros from like 50s and the 60s, and they're amazing Dan Electro guitars are. They're really unique. They're unique, and I'm getting swarmed by rabbits.
Tips for building a Partacaster and giving it the magic.
The magic comes from you, not you make it speak. Tips to doing a Partacaster is just make sure everything fits right and everything's aligned right. Just really take your time with it. Don't rush it. I've done Partacasters in the past that I've rushed and they've gone totally wrong. So just be careful.
Thad Jackson says, "Hey Dave, thank you for everything you're doing and sharing. You're very appreciated." And Bob Blake has donated £10. Thanks for tonight's stream. Really enjoyed it.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.
What do you think of Davey 504?
I don't know who that is.
No.
Hi Dave, I'm Jan from Holland and I'm 54 years old and started playing guitar 2 years ago. Do you have some good advice for me for me for learning the blues in a fast way?
You can't learn in a fast way. Nothing on guitar happens fast, sadly. As much as I would like to say do this, this and this, and away you go, that isn't going to happen. Guitar takes time to develop, and you have to develop naturally and at your own speed. And sometimes your speed can be very, very annoyingly slow. But you put the time in, you put the effort in, you will get it out again. But just learn pentatonic scales and learn blues solos note for note. Learn B.B. King, learn Peter Green, learn Buddy Guy. For all these guys, learn their solos note for note to start with.
Any problems playing live and having places say you're too loud?
Oh yeah, all the time. People used to freak out when you used World Marshal 412 in. People freak out now with an amp like that. It's gone all wrong. I used to gig with 2 double stacks. Can't do that anymore. Too loud, can you turn it down a bit? No, I can turn it up. The volume only goes one way.
Have you had any "that's the guy from YouTube" moments in your life?
Twice. Yeah, only twice though. I've only been recognised twice. I don't get recognised a lot around this area.
Have you analysed Bill Nielsen's sound?
No, I haven't though.
Ahoy, Sir Dave. How often do you tend to change your strings? Are you as fussy as me about the new string feel?
No, I replace them when they break. Not until. I can't afford to. If I wanted to replace strings every time I wanted to, I'd be absolutely broke. So I don't have a lot of money.
What are your thoughts on new post-punk-esque bands like Idols, Shame, or Fontaine?
Don't really have an opinion on that, to be honest with you.
Any special plans for a video when you hit 50k?
No. I mean, I literally never thought I'd make it to 1,000 subscribers, let alone 50. It's mind-blowing. And I haven't really got anything planned, no, because I don't really know what to do. I don't really know how to deal with it.
Play a D minor.
How about fully distorted D minor? This song's called Feedback in D minor.
After learning the 5 positions of the pentatonic with added notes and playing in any key like that,
Yes.
what do you suggest learning next?
As many songs as you humanly can.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Judging from one of your hoodies, how big of a Red Dwarf fan are you?
Massive Red Dwarf fan. The Red Dwarf was a massive, huge part of my childhood.
Are you well versed in jazz?
Nope, not in the slightest.
Do you think the Marshall Super Bass is comparable to the Major?
The Super Bass is a lot more like a Major, yeah, than a Super Lead. A Super Lead is totally... I found the original Super Leads, because I played a 68, no, was it 69? One of them. It was a late 60s Super Lead. I found the Super Lead to be a bit brighter, whereas the Super Bass is a lot more cleaner in the headroom and just a bit more barky. It's a bit more like a Major, the Super Bass is. It's why if I was to get an amp, it'd be a Super Bass, but it'd have to be like a 68, and it'd have to be the right one. An obsession with that day. 68 just sounds ace. What amp have you got? 68 Super Bass. It just sounds cool!
Do you like the Verve?
Ish. Not really. The guitarist was great, although he hit a million wrong notes all the time.
What would be your ultimate all-time favourite meal? Starter, main and dessert.
You're asking the wrong person.
The beige eater of Lincolnshire,
I'm
Dave Simpson.
far too beige to answer that question, I'm afraid. Chicken and chips, there you go.
Okay, Ben Adams says, I have a Jim Harley Superstrat if you want it, Dave.
Jim Harley Superstrat. No way! The Jim Harley is what the Batacaster is.
Is there?
No way! I can't believe somebody else has got. I literally can't find anything out about those guitars either.
There you go, Ben Adams says,
Must be mad. Can you give me more guitars?
You want what?
go for it.
Do you
Sorry,
go
I've
for
been
it?
thinking, wow, I didn't know. It's like, do you want to say something? Yeah, darling.
Do you prefer that gadget or pedals?
I like both. I don't mind either. I'm happy with both.
Good gravy, Dave. Great to see you live. Will you have us Periscope?
No. I tried Periscope, but it never worked.
No,
so I was like,
didn't.
no, not doing Periscope ever again.
Are you familiar with Dave McGowan's, amongst others, research which exposed the 60s rock movement to be a product of UK Tavistock Institute and US military intelligence?
Didn't get any of that. Say that
No.
again.
Yeah, what?
Are you familiar with Dave McGowan's, amongst others, research which exposed the 60s rock movement to be a product of UK Tavistock Institute and US military intelligence?
No.
No. I don't. Music. I like music.
I like music. Hi, Dave.
I never look into it that deep. It's like, my name's Dave and I like guitar and music. That's about as far as my brain goes.
Hi, Dave. Do you set up your effects on the Marshall through the back or front of the amp? Loving your shows on YouTube. Amazing. Keep it going.
Thank you very much. And I always go in front. I don't like effects loop. The only thing that goes in effects loop is the looper. Other than that, everything goes in the front end. I don't like pedals for effects loops.
I can't get a good tone for a blues on my Orange CR60. Got a Telecaster.
Okay, for blues, you want dirty channel, reverb at 6, dirty channel volume at 10, bass about 1, mid at 1 or 2, depending on how bright your Telecaster is and how high your pickups are, no treble, and you want the gain at about 4 or 5.
Ukulele Dokely
Yeah.
says, if I wasn't so broke, I'd buy you some KFC after
Thank
buying
you
some
very
for
much,
myself.
Thank
And then
you.
Carly Bostick has donated £4.99.
Thank you very much indeed, sir. Thank you.
Chris Thomas. Hey Joe, is your friend single?
Okay.
Yeah, I am actually. I am looking.
Rory Hamilton. We're in Gainsborough, Lincolnshire.
No way!
Where are you in Lincolnshire?
We are in
Louth.
Louth. We're in
Oh, well.
Louth, Lincolnshire. As if you're in Gainsborough. That's
Down the
mental.
road from you.
Duke's Luda singer teaches in your town.
He does.
Mr. Daniel, the legend Copley.
Coblo.
Coblord.
Coblord.
The Coblord.
Do you like Buckethead?
Yes, love Buckethead.
Somebody from Alaska. A metalhead hippie, Alaska here. I think we've gone right back. Oh, hang on, no, that's Richie. Why do the Simpsons not play in a family band? Greetings from Cannes in the south of France. It's my friend Richie.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Well, we do. Me and Top play together in the Dukes, but...
We need to do something with Johnny,
yeah,
don't
we
we?
need to do something with Johnny at some point.
Can you make more shanty lessons?
Yeah, I will do. It's just I've got to be careful what I do and how I go about it. That's the only problem. Because the thing is, to learn in the style of an artist, you have to learn their songs. That's the key. That's the key to learning anybody's style, is learning their songs inside and out and every part of it and understanding it. If you can't learn their songs, you can't learn the techniques. And if you can't learn techniques, there's no point.
Virgin Richard, nice t-shirt. I bought it. Good gravy. Alec Neil. Hi Dave. You into any electronic music, Aphex Twin, etc.?
I like Aphex Twin, but I don't really listen to them a lot. I do like Aphex Twin, but it's not something that's on my radar.
Not so much put on while you do
No.
Greetings from Orange Beach, Alabama.
Hey,
Awesome.
Will a Affinity Stragnet fit a fender body?
I would say so, but I would highly doubt the neck plate holes would line up. It'd probably fit, but you'd have to re-drill the holes in the neck.
what are your thoughts on Lou Reed as a songwriter and guitarist?
I don't think much to his guitar playing, but his guitar playing's okay, but his songwriting's wicked.
Hi from Memphis, Tennessee. I want to see a breakdance competition from everybody in the room. Show off your dancing skills, Dave.
You're throwing down on it? No, we're not doing that. I'm not ripping my trousers from no one.
Cleveland, Ohio here, home of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I can't get weekly music. I can't get a good tone for blues from my Orange CR60.
We've had that.
Ah,
I've already
have we
answered
crossed
that.
then?
Yeah, we've done that
Kendall, Cumbria. Which capacitors do you like in your Strats 22 or 47? We had that.
No, but I don't know. The ones that work One that make the guitar go wow wow when you turn the tone. I don't know anything about capacitors. I literally know nothing about them.
Have you gone?
I'm not quite sure. I'm just.
They
Gonna...
could be repeating questions. So
Yeah, you do get some
Oh, do
repeating
you?
ones.
That's
Yeah.
why then.
Yo.
Have The Cure influenced any of your melodic, dreamy styles of play?
Not really, no. The song Burn, I think, has edged its way in there. The song from Crow, Burn, it's kind of edged its way in there a little bit, but not really, no.
Have you read Tips on Building a Parts Caster and Making Sure It Has Magic Greens
Yeah.
from Maryland?
Yeah, I've read that one.
I think we've met them.
I think we've met up. Yeah. Yes.
Did
So
you ever try Square Standard Strat? Hello from Canada.
Squire Standard Strat, yeah, great. Hello, you in Canada.
Hello, Dave from Cold and Wet Pool in Dorset.
Dorset.
What do you, Dave? What do you think of Southern rock like Molly Hatchet?
I don't really have an opinion. Never even heard of Molly Hatchet.
I can't get a good tone from blues from my CR
had that.
Orange. Yeah, because I read it out.
Yeah.
Cleveland, Ohio here.
Yeah, we've had that one.
What are your
Yeah,
thoughts on the Lou Reed as a songwriter?
that.
I had that one.
Yeah, we're right back down to the bottom now. Then
Yeah, we're at the
met
bottom,
up.
Oh, are we?
That was a better way
Oh,
to do
yeah.
it,
That
wasn't
was a
it?
better way to do it.
Hey,
It was a
we-
lot more efficient.
Are we dead at the bottom now?
Yeah, we're up.
Wicked. All right, I'll scroll all the way
This is the
down.
way
Yeah,
to
go down
do
to the
it.
bottom then, Joe. And
Yeah.
carry on from down there, mate.
This
Um,
worked nicely. We're not missing anybody out either in the process.
I hope I haven't missed anyone out. I thought there's been quite a lot.
which one was your last one that you had?
I read is Richard Blackfrost and what are your thoughts on thoughts on a perfect circle. So from
I love Perfect Circle.
from this guy.
Perfect Circle.
Oh, I
one of my
can't find
favourite
it.
ones.
What it was at 21:34.
We got caught up, but we got lost again.
We are. I'm getting there.
Have you ever tried the Bassman Tweed? I'm planning to get a Mojo Tone clone.
No. I've tried a Basement Head, but I've never tried the Tweed Basement. I would like to, though.
Are you a fan of Johnny Cash?
Yes,
Sid Barrett?
to an extent.
What do you think about Omar Rodriguez?
No, for me. I don't really like Omar's style. He's really cool, and I like what he does, and I like Miles Walter, but I don't really like his guitar style.
If you're
Too
ever
erratic.
in Kingston upon Thames, I'll buy you a pint or three. Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Okay. Have you caught up?
You just read them, mate. I'll just old camera.
Oh no, it's all right. You can read
Oh
them.
no, it's all right. I've
Have you
just.
found them?
No, I didn't find them.
No. Have you ever heard of a Japanese band called Mono?
No.
Let's do them together.
What?
Let's do them together because I don't want to do them.
What?
It's
What do you
there.
want?
Phil Mose, 2137.
There's absolute chaos going on behind the camera now. Which question? I don't know.
I
Which
don't.
question? Ah!
26.
There, look.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
If we send you enough gifts, can we expect a monthly unboxing video?
Yeah. I love doing unboxing videos. I think they're great fun. Just have like a PO box, shouldn't I?
Somebody I think put that actually. If you've got a PO box, what can they send gifts to?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I ain't got a PO box, but I should maybe set
Yeah.
one up.
Yeah, you
I'd
should
really
set
like
one
to
up.
PO box up.
I just got my Phil Mosley music says I just got my first Floyd. If you want what it does, then nothing. If you want what it does, then nothing else quite does it. They aren't actually that bad to learn how to work with them.
No, I just thought Floyd Rose is out for me. I don't like the feel of them either. Like, Tremolo's got a bit of beef to them. Floyd's just too light.
I want a loop pedal, but don't know what to buy.
Ditto Looper.
You are the best. Also, what are your favourite films from Tyler Durden?
Amazing. Best film in the world. We'll get copyrighted.
Talking of Tyler Durden.
Yeah. Best film in the world. My
Okay.
favourite film of all time. That. Another great film. Another one of my favourite films of all time. And then. Another one of my favourite films of all time. It's quite handy that everything is there.
Yes.
And the list goes on and on and on.
Thoughts on Epiphone Les Paul?
Awesome, I've got one there. But not as good as Revelation. Just not there.
Bedtime in Finland. I'll
Awesome.
watch the rest tomorrow. Good night, Dave, Joe, Sis. Thanks for tonight. It was good hanging out with you.
Thank you very much.
Aw.
We'll see you again.
Mojo Jojo Joe has said,
Hey.
"Hey Dave, I've recently started learning from you, and I've improved tremendously. I wanted to say thank you. Will you ever return back to teaching Hendrix? Sorry if this was asked before. I just tuned in."
No, it hasn't been asked before, but no, I won't be going back to teaching Hendrix because the Hendrix estate are absolute bullies when it comes down to playing Jimmy's music. No, I won't teach. I might teach Jimmy on my website, but unfortunately, teaching Jimmy on YouTube would be mine.
I just bought a Kemper profile amp. Will it get a Randy Rhodes tone?
I'm sure it would. Kemper can do anything, can't it? Pretty much. I'm pretty sure there's a thing out there for it. I'd love to try Kemper. But again, well, my price range.
Metalhead Hippie, I just got a guitar in the mail. I'll do an unboxing in a day or so.
Awesome.
Tyler Durden, what's your favourite drummer?
Mitch Mitchell.
I don't mean this to be offensive, but I'm really curious about the hair situation. You look great, bald Dave. You handsome you.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Mr. President.
I'm still going for the spaniel look at this point.
For a HSS setup, all
Yep.
pups 7 to 8k output, should I go with a 250k pot or 500k pot?
I would go 500. Hey man.
Look at me, Rock.
Oh.
Would you suggest me to buy Marshall Major for Shanty's tone? I recently got a good offer, and I would be down to buy it.
I wouldn't recommend a Marshall Major to anyone. They're just too much power, too much volume. Get a Super Lead or get a Jubilee. Marshall Major at 200 watts, even with valves pulled, is just ridiculous. You just can't use them. For if you're playing stadiums, yeah, you can totally use them. But for just like this, that, and the other, they're just not worth it. And they're not particularly. They're temperamental as hell. Majors are, but like all these old Marshalls are dead temperamental. You'll get the sound you want out of it, and by the next day that tone's gone. You got to dial it back in again.
Dave, just realised what you look like.
That's quite cool. Oh, I don't know where we are now.
Was Christopher Reeve the best Superman ever?
Yes, by far. Christopher Reeve is Superman. Full stop.
But I lost.
Yeah. Dan Lopez. Dave, live. I love it. Howdy from Pennsylvania, US. Thank you for everything, especially the Zoom pedals. Winky face.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Do you think that I'm With You album was created with recordings before John left the band? Sounds like John, not Josh.
No, I don't think it was created with John. I don't think John had anything to do with the I'm With You album at all. I think they were just trying to like channel him in some kind of way. Didn't work, but we tried.
All right. Next question. No, we can't play the second verse under the bridge.
No, can't play anything.
What Marshall amp should I get for 2002 to 2004 John Frusciante sound?
What Marshall?
Amp, yeah. Marshall.
Totally subjective. Marshall MG. Depends if you want valve or solid state. I mean, if it's valve, Silver Jubilee. If you want solid state, go for something like a Boss Katana. They are Marshall.
Have you ever heard the Paris, Texas album by R.Y. Kuda?
No. Oh, I don't know. I might have done actually. I don't know.
Dave, have you tried 7 amp FST plugins on your computer?
I don't do plugins. I'm not that clever.
How do you not get a muddy tone when you turn the EQ right down?
A woman.
Muddy.
Muddy tone. I don't know.
Every time I look up, you're always looking different.
I know, it's really bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shapeshifting.
Because there's such a thing
Morphin.
it's called the woman tone. It's an Eric Clapton thing where what you do is on any pickup you just roll the tone all the way off and you give them this really warm tone. How I don't get a muddy? I don't know. That's just where I've always set my EQ to 0. That's just what I've done.
I'm just eating now. Colin Baker says, do a show in Grimsby. I've done plenty of shows.
I've done loads of gigs in Grimsby. I got banned from playing in Grimsby as well. Because we played a club and I got quite nasty at people when they got nasty at me, and apparently that's ground to get banned from.
What do I need to know to play solos?
5 position pentatonic scale. Pentatonics, bread and butter of all guitarists known to mankind. You just ate all that galaxy.
Eaten all of that half.
Tony Simpson, sponsored by Galaxy.
What? Oh, we've had Sid Barrett.
Yeah.
Oh.
This Les Paul sounds meaty.
Yeah.
Is the girl talking any good at strumming? Don't really know what that means.
Hello from the Netherlands.
Have you seen the latest
Oh,
John
yeah.
Frusciante video from Johann Sigborn? And what do you think about it, since he does many things different than you?
Yeah, I saw it. I didn't think it was really just because he's got 2 Marshall plexes turned up and running like John, running through a chorus pedal. I was like, yeah. If you had a major and a silver jubilee and they were actually playing in the style of John, then I get it. But it wasn't really what I expected.
What is your favourite guitar at the moment?
Favorite guitar at the moment? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I love all my guitars. The one I'm playing mostly, which I always play mostly, is my White Strap. But I play this beast a lot, and yeah, all sorts really. I played the Tokai a lot recently actually as well.
Have you ever been to Anderton's, met Captain Chapper's Rabier or pedal show, guys?
No, and I don't think I'd really want to meet me. No, I've never been. It's a long way away. So, you burn, cause copyright. Gotta sing it weirdly. How have you ever been to Electric Anderton's Land? No.
Your take on PRS guitars?
Like them, but not the necks. Horrible necks. Well, not horrible, but it's not for me.
Have you ever listened to Failure?
No.
Cool boots, John's sister. No, John, yeah.
John's?
John Frusciante.
Thanks, they are cool boots. They're Doc Martens.
I love it. These are all cool.
Get a load of these boots.
Killer boots, man.
Killer boots. Loving the legs and sense of humour you'll have. Have you listened to Nick Drake?
Yes.
Yes.
Play something.
No copyright on that, because I wrote that, Warner Brothers.
Hi Dave, could you do an Untitled with that ES Les Paul?
I'm planning to, yeah. I'm planning to do it.
Do you like the sound of Dumble amps?
No. I don't like it at all. It's not me. It's not my sound. I never like. All these demos of people like playing through Dumbles, I'm like, I really don't like that sound.
Black Country Blue says, watch it Dave, Joe and the Cajon Queen. All say me.
Proper corn queen.
Cool, hello.
Let's do that. Go on. Lay it on me, big
Sorry.
boots.
Why didn't Alvin Lee get as much respect as other lead guitarists? I always thought he was great.
I don't know. It's the same thing as Peter Green gets overlooked. Same thing as Rory Gallagher gets overlooked. Stan Webb from Chicken Shack gets overlooked. I don't know. It's just there's a lot of people. Martin Barr from Jethro Tull. There's a lot of these guitarists who just fall by the wayside and get overlooked really horrifically, and they shouldn't.
Blackmore Jimmy says, I think you put earlier about that Japanese band Mono. He's put, I am sure you would love Mono. Very melodic and melancholic instrumental band.
I will look them up.
Alex says, hi there. Any tips on getting better at funk strumming other than just practice?
Time. It's just time. It just takes time. There is nothing more important on the guitar than accepting it's going to take a long time.
But the process getting there,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's the joy
Yeah.
of it. Thoughts on Lindsay Buckingham, the other Fleetwood Mac guitarist, very
Yes.
talented in the right.
Yeah, he was a really good guitarist, but he was no Peter Green. He was no Danny Kerwin. He was okay. He was good. He was great, but he's not knocking on the back door of Peter Green.
Any chance you could do the riff from Ready and Willing? There is nothing on YouTube.
I can't probably copyright all.
Can you play some Paul Gilbert?
No.
Turn it sideways, please. Landscape. They can't turn it sideways.
Can't get it sideways. We'll try next time. Try every time and it always fails.
Dave, please consider curating a list of your favourite movies and also maybe a music list. Thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you.
Did you like Dave Navarro in the Chili's?
No.
I did.
Todd did. I didn't like him at all. I don't like David Navarro though. He's just too posery for my
Dave, hello from the US.
You never see Dave and Justin Hawkins from The Darkness in the same room.
That's so good. Darkness Rock. Does Dave like the Quo?
Not really. Ish. I wouldn't say I hate them.
Hello from Gusbro. Yeah. Been a long time subscriber. Love what you do. Keep up the good work.
Thank you very much.
Greetings from Pennsylvania.
Awesome. Pennsylvania always reminds me of X-Files. So we're always in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So that just that writing that pops up in the left-hand corner of the screen. It's like
Yeah.
7:45 Pennsylvania.
They
Hey,
said,
Scolder.
I just want to say you're a fantastic musician and you're an inspiration to many of us. Don't let those copyright cretins get you down.
Thank you very much.
I love that word, cretin.
Yeah.
Great
Such a good word. Don't your neighbours go mad?
No, we have the best neighbours in the world.
And we've only got one neighbour.
Yeah, on that side we're detached. There's nothing on the left side of his house, but on the right side we've got the best neighbours in the world.
It really is great that you try answering so many questions. I hope that you'll get so many subscribers you won't be able to keep up anymore.
Should I get a good gravy tattoo across my back?
Yes, immediately. If it's not done by the end of this live stream, I will be very disappointed.
What do you think is the best Hendrix song to learn to get good at feel and hammer-ons aside from Little Wing?
Voodoo Child. There's so much to learn in Voodoo Child. Voodoo Child is a masterclass in Jimi Hendrix. There's so much to learn. In fact, I'm still studying that song now, and I learned that song 3 years into playing guitar. So yeah, there's so much to learn.
Do you like neoclassical metal artists like Jason Becker?
To an extent. I mean, I'm a Marmoset fan, Malmsteen fan. Who's Marmoset? Yeah, but yeah, to an extent. I love, Jason Becker's cool.
Dave, you ever watched Dick Dale, King of the Surf Guitar?
Yeah, sadly not with us anymore.
He played lefty with the low E string at the bottom. Leo Fender made fun of him when he saw him play.
Yeah, but Leo Fender also made his amp for him, a showman. And it was named after Dick Dale because it was a showman. And Dick Dale kept saying, I want the amps louder and louder. And they developed an 80-watt amp. And Dick Dale said it's too quiet. So they developed a 100-watt amp. The first ever 100-watt amplifier in the world was developed by Fender, Leo Fender and Dick Dale. It came at 100, what was it say? It was a 100-watt amplifier peaking at 120 watt. And then they had to make different speakers for it to handle it. And it was called the Showman after Dick Dale.
Ace.
And both of them sadly not.
Oh, God.
You've never seen them like that anymore.
Can Joe be interviewed?
No.
Turn the camera.
One day.
Yeah, one day. Not today. For some reason, your phone keeps saying it's low battery, even though I've got it plugged in.
It might have got to a point where it can't keep up anymore.
Yeah, it's 10%.
10%?
Yeah,
Right, okay, we're going to have to stop then, aren't we?
because even though I've got it plugged in though to charge.
Yeah, well, live streams drain the battery quite bad. I mean, we have been on
Right.
live streaming for absolute ages. Normally people do like live streams like 40 minutes and then call it a
Yeah,
day.
this is like 3 hours and 10 minutes.
Yeah, right, we're going to have to call it a day, everybody.
There
So,
weren't that many questions left after that.
no,
anyway.
so, how many people we got in chat anyway?
173.
Awesome, mega, absolutely mega. Right, okay, so we'll call it a day there. So, thank you very much everyone for joining the live stream. Thanks for the questions. Hope we've answered your questions okay. Hope we got through all your questions. What?
Donation.
Oh yeah. I was about to get to that. Yeah, thanks for everyone who donated. It means the world. Thank you very much indeed. And I'll see you on Wednesday for Q&A Wednesday. And yeah, thanks very much for being here. And I say I will do more lives. It's just getting around to do it and whatnot. And I say just have a great morning, afternoon, and good evening. Actually, I'm going to say have a great morning. Todd's going to say have a great afternoon, and you're going to say have a great evening.
Okay.
What do I say?
Okay.
Have a
Good.
great afternoon.
So I'll say good morning, you say good afternoon.
Okay.
And Joe's going to say good evening.
Okay.
So have a good morning.
Good afternoon.
And good evening.
Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you again. Goodbye now. Thank you very much. I never thought I'd ever have a catchphrase. but yeah, good gravy and all that. Trademarked, copyright.
Oh,
So thank you very much for watching. See you again. Thank you very much.
Goodbye. I don't know how to stop it.
I'll stop it for you. Look at me breaking the fourth wall, man. Check this out. Look, breaking the fourth
like
wall. Can you see us?
Inception.
Look. Oh, are we gonna break the internet? We could break the internet here. Whoa, man! Check that out. Okay, how do you stop a live
I
stream?
don't know.
Yes. Goodbye now.